Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bronze Reaper podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins, and today we got a great show today. Topic question is, are the Caribbeans and Africans trying to steal Juneteenth from foundational black Americans, or FBA, whatever you call it? And, hey, what's going on, Randall? How's everything? Shout out to you. And also, Can did hold on? I'm sorry. I just actually found this one. Did Kevin Gates overstep the black community when he said what he said? The reason why I picked those two today because they kind of go hand in hand. You know, Kevin Gates, he's a Puerto Rican black American, but he connects mostly with his Puerto Rican native lineage while being a black man, you know? So to me, there ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just where you stand at. This is one thing I always say about people. I was like, yeah, you could intermingle with other cultures and other races, but can you still hold your morals and your ethics for your people? You know, drinking a cup of coffee today, ain't dumbing out. You know, but yeah, we're gonna have a great show today. So I know it's a little bit late. I was gonna do it at 5 o'clock. I changed my mind. Got out of work and I was like, man, let me take a nap, man, and see what we can do today. But Juneteenth is coming up, and salute to everybody, Juneteenth. But I have been seeing a lot of things happening with Juneteenth, such as people trying to co-op it. You know, the reason why I say co-opt Juneteenth because that's what's let me tell you something. Everything that's black right now is popping. It hasn't. I don't think it hasn't been this dope ever since the James Brown eras. You know, and I gotta personally be honest. You know, we have people in other cultures trying to take it, put their own little, cultural appropriation onto it, but I look at it as this. You can't do that. It's impossible. I mean, I said impossible. Impossible. But it's impossible to do shit like that. First of all, we complain about cultural appropriation. I think being appropriated to people's culture is very dope. You know, give me a second. I think it's very dope, but you gotta tap into these people's roots. It's like a black person doing the Caribbean Festival or doing the Haitian Flag Day. Y'all gonna be like, oh, no. This motherfucker shouldn't be doing that. You know, and like I tell people all the time, I understand if, you want to join, you want to help, but use their culture. We talk about a lot on this on these episodes about cultural appropriation, and also just, paying homage to people's culture. I always say, paying homage to people's culture is dope, but we can't Africanize everything. So we've seen how that turned out when we tried to, not even appropriate people's stuff, but try to get it right, to pay homage to people who probably inspired or influenced us. You know, we seen Chet Hanks. If you don't know who Chet Hanks is, that's Tom Hanks' son. That who was appropriating Jamaican culture, acting a fucking fool. Got himself a black girlfriend, and his black girlfriend had to give him a fucking three-piece. With a little bit things on the side. You know, and as I always say, we got to get shit correctly. You know, we can't keep, like as I say, we can't keep on Africanizing everything. We can't keep on putting other people's culture into stuff. We can't keep on doing that it's becoming a disrespect to our culture and our ancestors. Hey, what's going on, Cook Up Fool? What's up, man? How's everything? Big ups to you on a Friday. Happy Friday to you and Rando. But we have to pay homage to our ancestors and the people who was before us. Oxtails on the side, yeah. And like, don't get me wrong too. Like, yo, we have oxtails, just like Jamaicans have oxtails, but we always cook it differently. You know, it's like, yo, it's like going to Juve morning and eating soul food. You're gonna be like, yo, motherfuckers gonna be like, yo, what is this? Where's the jerk chicken? Where's the beans and rice? Where's the curry goat? You know. Now here from Tariq Nasheed and TBA. You mean FBA? New here from. But salute to you, man. You know, if you came to troll, salute to you still, man. Welcome here, player. Yeah. Is it TBA or FBA? I don't know if you're trying to troll me now. That's why I'm asking. No, it's cool if you're trying to troll me. I appreciate it. That means you're paying attention, you know? So, like, even like I always tell people, even if you disagree with me, man, put your voice out. Tell me why, you know? Oh, TBA? All right, I'm going to look you up. I'll shoot you a subscribe. I shoot you a sub, man. So, just to see what your channel is. Definitely, I'm willing to watch anything, you know. So it's as I say, even the dude who was trolling me like yesterday. What's his name? Egg Game. And salute to Egg Game. You know, he tried to defend his friend, but I still, like I said, I'll still support his. No, I'm FBA all day. Oh yeah, okay. It's cool if he wasn't, but you know, salute, yo. As I say, FBA all day, every day. Salute to Cook Up Food. Yeah. Welcome here, man. Welcome. But yeah, Ed Gay came in trying to defend his friend. But yo, I sent him a sub, looked at his content. He hasn't done content in a while, so I hope he does more content. And that dude who was there, was it Ed Game Jank Waves from I think yesterday? He does music. You know, so shout out to him. I think he's a Tether or a Pan-African, but you know, shout out to him, man. You know, keep the music up, man, and keep up the channel game. But yo, Cook Up, I'll definitely shoot you a sub after, you know, see where your joint is. I try to send everybody a sub as well to support their stuff, but you know, sometimes things get busy. But I'll definitely shoot it sometime. One day I'll definitely shoot it. Jason Black's channel is yeah, I be watching him too. He's pretty good. What is this? Something Authority? Yeah. That's super dope. Yeah, definitely I'm tapped into Jason Black. He's dope. But yeah, definitely Jason Black, he be putting boosts to ass onto people too, man. He be having people come correct. So I do appreciate his content as well. As in also too, if I can inspire you to do your own channel, definitely do your own channel. Even if it's the opposite of mine or it's the opposite of what I do, definitely. I just want to, you know, inspire you to do something. So definitely, like, yeah, we could all watch each other, even if we all don't agree. We could be in the live chat going crazy. So, like I said, I salute anybody who's doing anything. You know, so and plus me, I tell you all the time, my schedule's busy. I'm trying to basically not get in contact. I'm trying to tap into this new what am I now? I forgot what they call it. I'm a new. Oh shit! Give me a second. I know this is sad that I forget who I am. I'm a new Boston activist, so I'm getting new to this. So I'm a music producer too. I'm trying to see how I can do more stuff for FBA on YouTube. Man, man, just keep on putting out content. I'm gonna be personally honest with what time he meets. I don't know, man. Definitely just they'll come on when they come on. That's how Shabaka and Kwame is. But yo, if you're doing music, just keep on doing it. That's all I can advise you to do. Cause yo, when I first started, I only had like sometimes I didn't even get views for doing like 3 hours, 2 hours. Just keep on doing it and just don't give up. People will watch it, So as a music producer, something's gonna pop off. So definitely, what's up, my G? Yeah, definitely. This, as I say, if this can help you promote your stuff, if you can sing links in this, just sing links into it with your joint and stuff. And just tell people you're a music producer. If anybody's looking for some beats or anything. And also too, there's nothing wrong producing music for other people, as long as they're respecting your craft. That's it. Like as I say, if I can help anybody, I would help anybody. So. Yeah, just definitely, you just gotta keep at it and stay focused. My uncle Ben told me that. My uncle just got out of jail like 2 weeks ago, and he told me he's never going back to the streets. This man is doing stocks and bonds right now. He's tapped in right now, so definitely anything is possible. It's just like you gotta put that time in. Definitely put the time in. Definitely, I'm gonna hit the subs after. I'm gonna throw you a sub too after. So definitely. I hope y'all weekend is starting off good. There's no more power, so I can't talk about anything on power. Or I haven't watched any Chinese drama either. I was trying to watch something later. I'm gonna watch something later, and we can tap in tomorrow about it. But definitely, I do want to salute y'all because honestly, I got the dopest live chat. I'm gonna be personally honest, y'all like the dopest live chat. I do gotta say that. I know people got thousands, tens of thousands. I got the just right amount of people. I got fucking white supremacists. I got Pan Africans. I got FBAs. I got atheists. I have white people. I have who's it? Latinos, Mexicans. I got a little bit. I got a gumbo, man. I got a live of gumbo. That shit is dope, man. And as I say, I appreciate all of y'all. Personally, as I said, I don't know where I would be, but doing this shit. But it's just y'all lit out here. Y'all do y'all thing. Like. On the real, I think I always tell people all the time, I got the best podcast in Boston. Just because of y'all. Just the shit that we talk about. And the thing about it, people are tapped in, but people are tapped in everywhere. And I think that's super dope. I have a few videos up. But yeah, cook up food, definitely. Just keep at it. Keep on putting out videos. Sometimes I think you might have to put out videos every day, but definitely, what you think about Myron Gaines? I'm gonna be personally honest. I think Myron Gaines is a COINTEL Pro. I'm gonna be personally honest. I think he's undercover. It's just because of his background too. His background is Homeland Security. Yeah, he's a Homeland Security and he's probably a reject, but they probably gotta give him another job. So Myron Gaines, he's not important to this community. He's not even important to alpha men or any type of man. He gives bad advice. You know? We seen how he was when he hit ground zero. He wasn't mad that he got demonetized. He got mad because the man was after him. He's like, yo, how the fuck you get demonetized and you're supposed to be destroying the black community? Like, he doesn't do anything for black community. You seen how many times he got G-checked, how many, he got checked by Tariq Nasheed. He got embarrassed by Tariq Nasheed. He hasn't recovered ever since. Like, I personally think the man has PTSD. Myron wears a knee along with. Yeah, Randall, he does. It's like right now he's doing everything out of desperation, you know? He's always doing stuff out of desperation, and it's time for us just to call him out on it. It's like, yo, first of all, you're not black, you're Arab. Arabs are not black, you know? Hold on one second. Yeah, when he started going too hard on the females, I thought that was super weird. On top of saying racist stuff. Let me ask you a question. When he comes hard on females, why you think he does that? I have an idea, you know? Just, you kind of got to look at the whole situation of why he does stuff like that. Myron Gaines does stuff like that is because those girls wasn't trying to talk to him when they were in high school or even in college. Like, let me tell you something. I used to party at Northeastern. Myron Gaines went to Northeastern. He wasn't getting no hoes there. The motherfucker was on a crew team. As I always tell people all the time, he's a professional fleer. You know, so... And don't forget, Northeastern is diverse. That's probably one of the greatest engineering schools in the United States. But... He's a weird cat. Like, all the cool people always said, like, yo, yeah, you know, there's something weird about him. Like, look what he did. Like, let me tell you something. As I said last podcast, don't be surprised if he had something to do with fucking, what's his name, Kevin Samuels, you know, croaking out. We hear about this shit all the time. Remember... We used to hear about people sacrificing people for fame. This man, we could say, yo, we could kind of look at it like, yo, and I'm just throwing a little bit of conspiracies out there. We can even say this: the man croaked out and he took his whole style. Andrew Tate took his whole style. They all took a piece of Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was a fly dressing dude. He used to drive the dopest cars. He used to talk to the women. Who does that? Andrew Tate does that now. Now we look at Myron Gaines. He used to talk to women. I mean, Kevin Samuel used to be a little bit blunt with the women because at the end of the day, he was trying to help his people. He was trying to save his people. Tell him, don't go with this feminist shit. The feminists fucked our community up. And I agree with that to a certain extent. Yeah, they fucked our community up. They're the ones who told these black women they didn't need a man, but they went home to a man and made them dinner. These motherfuckers is complaining about getting a sandwich made. Motherfucker, I want a meal. If your girl don't want to cook for you, nigga, why be with her? You don't want the girl to feel like it's a job. You want a girl to feel like, oh, yo, you know what? I want to cook for this dude because he's my man. And he does right by my side. That's how people want, as a real man, that's what you want to think. Like, damn, my girl's cooking for me. I don't ever have to ask her. I don't have to say, oh, well, that's her job. No, she wants to cook for me. That's why that, because the shit that they got this caveman mentality. Women's supposed to do that. Women supposed to do this. As a man, we also have to understand too this is 2025. There's certain shit I don't have to do as a man that my woman can do now. We gotta fit in, man, because at the end of the day, not every woman could be a housewife. Some women might have to work, might have to pick up a little bit of slack. You know, it just, as I said, this what comes apart. This what comes with the game. That's why all these girls think, oh, yo, I can get me a high value man. No, you're just gonna be the side chick. Most of these guys already got a plan who they want, type of who they want. Sometimes you might get one lollipop motherfucker, but there's not that many lollipop motherfuckers out here making money. You know, and that's just to women. Kevin Samuel always tell you, yeah, go get that man who's probably is a plumber and stuff. That dude makes probably like $80,000, $90,000 a year. That's still a lot of money. Everybody can't wear Gucci and Burberry. Sometimes you gotta wear that Nike Tech, you know, or that nice dress. Sometimes shit can't be tailored, you know. And I always tell people, shout out to the blue collar type of people, because at the end of the day, without them, this shit, we wouldn't be tapped in. We wouldn't be having people do this type of job, you know. Like me, I didn't want to learn those type of jobs when I was younger, man. Come on, I just pay you to fix my fucking car. I don't need to learn how to fix it. I just need you to fix it. I need you to fix it, not me to know how to fix it. You know, that's why I work hard, you know? So, but I get, like, yeah, you're supposed to have some masculine skills, but let's be personally honest. What's masculine about Myron? You know, there's nothing really masculine about him. He want to argue with bitches all day. He want to prove. Let me tell you something. Only women try to prove that you're wrong. This is where you become a guy's like, yo, I'm not going to entertain this. I got to go. Yeah, I understand you doing the podcast, but at the end of the day, let her think what she wanted to think. Then you just ask her like, yo, has it worked for you? How has it been working? You know? It's just, it's getting so, everything, I think, I'm glad I'm not single because, I'm going to be personally honest, life is confusing. Yeah, I'll probably be getting boxed every day and stuff. I'll probably be getting ass every day, but that shit's a lot of money, man. I'm going to be personally honest. Girls don't want to go out to just like a regular, restaurant where it's like $100, $100 to $150 of food. People want to get food for $300-$400. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I could have ordered a catering service the way how you want to eat, So I think also too we gotta blame the red pill too for women being all fucked up, I think, and I'm gonna be personally honest. I think a lot of women appreciated men when not 9/11. It's crazy out here. Hey, what's going on, Nick Machiavelli? How's everything? Happy Friday. But it's crazy out here. Yeah, it's crazy out here. I stay in the shadow. Yeah, man. Man, and the thing about it's so scary now because these red pill and blue pill people be making it scary to marry people. It's just, I remember back in the days you could take that risk like, yo, you know what? Like, fuck it. Let me try it out. Let me marry this girl. No, I'm chilling, man. I'm doing a late show tonight. I was going to do a 5 o'clock, but I was like, nah, I'm so tired. Because I worked this morning, too. I worked, 7 to 2:30. Then I had to go pick up my daughter. I cook my own. Yeah, me too, man. You don't want nobody cooking for you anyways. These women out here killing people. So I'm gonna change the show for tomorrow. The question is it dangerous to date white women in 2025? So We got the Karen Reeds running around and stuff. You know, crashing Lexus SUVs into people, so and getting off. You know, so I was watching her all last night. She looked crazy as a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie. And I meant to honestly, I was gonna live stream that one because it's crazy. When I say it's crazy, that whole court case is crazy. It's crazy, man. They getting off for murder, man. There goes Shabaka right there. What's going on, Shabaka? Stop disrespecting African women. Our sisters are not hoes. Bitches. Who disrespect African women? See, Shabaka, he came in here with the bullshit. We talk about Karen Reed. Karen Reed is a white woman. He's Randall said, I'm white. I don't mess with white women. Oh shit, yeah, y'all bugging out today. It's dangerous, man. You see how Shabaka came in here with the bullshit already? Yo, cook up food. That dude right there, Shabaka, that's him right here. He came in with the bullshit. Pan African guy. He came in with the bullshit. He think we talking about black women. Now, Shabaka, let me ask you a question. When have I ever disrespected a black woman online? Oh shit. Oh my god. Shabaka. I'm gonna put my contacts on today. But yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be the topic for tomorrow. In 2025, is it dangerous to date a white woman? Um yeah, just Hey yo, and the thing about there's some cute snow bunnies out here, man. But it's dangerous. I told y'all, I was like, yo, if I ever dated a snow bunny, it'll be this girl I know. This girl I know. She used to go to Framingham Snake, but uh, drunk off of that hyena piss. Yeah, you are Shabaka. Yeah. Shabaka tripping already, man. Y'all tripping already, but one love anyway, Shabaka, boy. One love, man. Yo, Shabaka be tripping. Oh man. Hey yo, when did Shabaka come on to the this channel? Like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, right? He been back ever since. I like Shabaka. Shabaka's pretty dope. He from Queens. Shout out to Queens. But yo, oh, I'm telling you, man. When I go back to New York, I'm gonna go to Queens. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you and Kwame. So I'm gonna come down there and see y'all. But but yeah, it's. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But we're gonna keep on chatting more before we start these topics and stuff. You know, we usually chat for 45 to an hour, sometimes a little bit longer. But that's how we do things. Give me a second, everyone. I want to fix this light. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the light this way. Or hold on, give me a second. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use a light today. Yeah, no light today. Um, nah, that's mad dark. I don't like it. All right, let me leave it back on. Yeah, man, it looked like I was doing a podcast in Osama bin Laden's cave or something. Nah, I'm gonna keep that on. But but yeah, man, it's just like, yo, we gotta personally Myron. I'm not a big fan of Myron. I was always skeptical about him and Andrew Tate. You know, Andrew Tate is a grifter. I think he's a professional grifter. And the reason why, because he'll talk shit about black people. Then after that, oh yeah, we need to come together. It's whatever is suitable for him, And I don't like motherfuckers like that. And the reason why those type of people are dangerous. The waffle color motherfuckers, yeah, they dangerous, man. Like his father's a G. His father's from Chicago. Who's it? Let me see what this man say. Jesus Christ. Give me 1 second, everyone. What Shabaka say? You drink McDonald's piss. I'm from I thought you was from. Oh, come on, Shabaka. You told me you was from Queens. Shabaka be lying now, man. Hold on. It's where I met African worldwide. Never saw the difference. African worldwide. My family. We must destroy the colonial mentality and mindset. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm gonna answer Shabaka's question first, Rando. But you are right. Whatever pays the bills for Andrew Tate's. Shabaka, I'm gonna say this, man. You told me you was from Queens. That's why we thought you was from Queens. Cause I was just asking about Harlem. Was it last week? I told you like, yo, I want to go to Harlem. I want to be, because it's like, yeah, Andrew Tate, yeah, he anything to pay the bills, anything to get him another Bugatti, But yeah, it just and Harlem is black. It's black American. It's not Pan African. Don't start that shit, Shabaka. Are there other cultures there? Yeah, absolutely. There's other cultures everywhere, but. That's Black Central right there. We can't say, oh yeah, it's Pan African and all this other stuff. I wouldn't say it's Pan African, and the reason why, because Harlem has a black culture. It has a Southern culture. Most of the icons that were in Harlem were from the South, predominantly South Carolina, I believe. Yeah, you got the Frank Matthews, you got the Frank Lucases, you got the Bumpy Johnsons. What's my other man's name? With the dude who does fashion. You know who I'm talking about, Shabaka. Dapper Dan. Dapper Dan's from the South. Dapper Dan used to make everybody look fly. So. Salute, like, definitely, that's why I say, yo, salute to FBAs and stuff for the shit that they have done in New York, man, because New York wouldn't be New York without black Americans. We have this thing now where. And I always tell people all the time, black Americans didn't start this shit. Africans and Caribbeans did. Y'all been started this shit years ago, and we were doing the Pan African thing. That's the thing, we were doing the Pan African. Never said I'm from Queens. I'm from Africa by way of Harlem. Were you? They call Harlem Little Africa. Africans from the South, we are Africans by way of slave trade. Not everybody. Shabaka, do we got to do this again? So we do this every show. Sometimes it's Shabaka, sometimes it's Kwame. Not all of us was off the slave trade. There was only like probably 4% of people off that slave trade. I'm just being personally honest with you, Shabaka. Not everybody came off the boat. We gotta be personally honest. Not all of us came off the boat. Some of us, our ancestors go back further than that. You know, Caesar just ignore him. No, we give him what he want, Nick. Nick, let's give him what he wants. That's what we do on this show. We give him what he wants. We proved him wrong. We proved Kwame. Nick. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I think this was like the second or third time I met Kwame. I was explaining to Kwame. He was telling me there was like 4 to 10 million Africans that came to America. I was like, Kwame, no, that's probably total that they took from Africa. Yeah, only 4%. Majority went to Latin and the Caribbean. Well, actually, yeah, Latin, but we could say Portuguese because they went to Brazil. Brazil's a little bit more Portuguese than Spaniard. So you are kind of right. It's just we the reason why there's more it's weird because they said 4 million, but there wasn't 4 million. You know, it's really like 4%. You know, because a lot of them died trying to come to America. You know, so that's why it's a weird situation, Nick. Like I'm no scholar or anything, but I know that not that many Africans from the continent of Africa came to America. You know, because don't forget when they came over here, we had to show them the ropes. Like, yo, this over here, that over here. They probably might give a little bit of culture, but it wasn't a lot of culture. Cause them motherfuckers didn't even know how to speak the language. They lumped in the natives with us. Yeah, true. That's facts. You know, Pan African has just begun. Asked Michael Langley. He said Pan African is strong. Do no believe we were here. We are African worldwide. African belongs to the true natives. Native Americans have long group, right? It's a sub-Saharan. Yeah, but one thing I could say about Shabaka that you are right about, and I'm gonna go to Nick. Shabaka, you are right. We are African DNA wise, but ethnogenesis wise, no. Because we had an ethnogenesis. We have mixtures of a lot of shit. You know? That's why we look different. You know? Because if you ever look at a native, some of them have Slavic genetics. Yeah, some of them have Slavic genetics. You know? It's a weird situation. It's no reason for beef though. FBA is just us acknowledging our ancestors. Yeah, true. Hey, shout out to Kwame. What's going on, Kwame? LOL. Tariq stole our holiday, so it's the only right we. Yeah. Yeah, Nick. Some of us have that Slavic genetics. Yeah. Native. The natives have that. Yeah. So yeah. Most of us are actually Jewish. Yeah. 12 tribe of Israel. Tribe of Judah, most of us. No. So Kwame, what holiday did Black Americans steal? And Moors, yeah, you're right. You're right, Nick. So Kwame, what holiday did we steal? No. So, so technically, the Jewish culture is black culture. Judaism, they made it a religion. Being Hebrew is in the cult. I mean, is in a religion. Being Jewish is a religion. That's in the Bible. They go by laws and commandments. Christians don't follow the whole Bible. Hebrews did. They follow the whole Bible. That's what Holy Bible means. Holy Bible means it's for special people, you know? That's why if you ever notice, Kwame, when we read the Bible and we spit game about the Bible, people feel it in their souls. Because it's a spiritual thing. What's a Junkanoo? I don't even know what that is. Never heard about it. No. I thought y'all had Haitian Flag Day. What are you talking about, Kwame? My man came in trolling. That's what's up, Kwame. You doing your thing already. No, they did. No, they did. Um, and don't forget, we already had the culture here. That's why if you ever notice certain things that natives and African do is more of a traditional thing. Yeah. Like washing yourself after sex. Europeans wasn't doing that. That's a cultural thing. You know? That's why Sabbath, like Sabbath, we did Sabbath. When they brought Christianity over here, technically you're not supposed to do anything on Saturday. It's supposed to be a free day. But Christians broke it, and that's why they do Sunday. You know, yeah, you'll be surprised. Not one FBA was Jewish. Stop tethering. No, it's not tethering. That's why in the Bible they said Jews are black. You know? Jesus was black. You know? AOO goes back to 200,000. Yeah, it does. Like, Kwame, it talks about your culture in there too. You didn't know that, huh? Cause you'll be since you're like, are you Haitian or Jamaican? I think you're Jamaican. You'll be the tribe of Benjamin. That's why what's his name? Kyrie Irving was like, oh, yo, they were calling him anti-Semitic. He's like, how can I be anti-Semitic if I'm Semitic? I'm a Semitic person. Yeah. You'd be surprised, Kwame. Yeah. Yo, Nick is he's spitting, he's giving you some gems, man. Y'all Pan Africans should have been knew that, you know? Y'all got this we shall overcome spirit, you know? You see how much that worked for Martin Luther King? It got him killed, you know? No, they're doing that. Yo, shout out to the Hebrew Israelites, Shalom. They be getting their thing on, man. They be doing their thing. You know, we can't hate. Nah, Abraham's family was Hebrew. They wasn't European. Abraham was black. Kwame, you didn't know that? Jesus Christ. You probably think Jesus Christ is a blonde hair, blue eyed type of person. Uh oh. Yeah, I hope y'all watching this. The live chat is going crazy right now. No, there's no such thing as Turkish people, Kwame. Nah, they wasn't Turkish, Kwame. You're bugging out, Kwame. Yeah, genetic wise, Kwame, they were black. Oh yeah, Kwame. Yeah, this is so if y'all new to this is what we do. You know, we chat for like 30, 40 minutes. We jump into the topics. Um, let's see. Yeah, Kwame, you wilding out. You probably think all Africans are you must think all black people are the same too. You know, there's like different types of black people too, Kwame, right? Like in the Bible, they talk about Africans. They would say in the Bible that they're Hamanites. You know, that's why they look different from us. You know, like if you ever notice, Kwame, our skin doesn't really burn in the sun. We shine. Our skin shines. Their skin burns in the sun. You know, so we are different from like Eastern Africans, and some of those people in Western Africa are similar to us. You know, that's why you have like, not mosques. You have synagogues in like Africa. Yeah, you have synagogues in Africa. Oh yeah, Kwame. I took a test. I paid 3,000. Damn. What scientists did they will? And plus, the Bible, Kwame. The Bible is history. You broke my boy. Yeah, Kwame, he's right. So you descended from South Africans, no slave ships. Well, I got that data, my boy. He got the data, Kwame. 3K, I make that day trading. Oh shit, Kwame be day trading. Damn. Come on, Kwame. Y'all wildin' out in the chat. Salute to Nick and Kwame. They getting their thing on. It went from black to the Hebrew Israelites to Pan Africanism. Yeah. Yeah. They were Jews, man. Working 3 jobs, yeah. But yeah, it's you be surprised, man. We can go tit for tat, my boy. Hey Kwame, since you talking big money, you should take the test. You should do the DNA test. What my man Nick was talking about. You should do the test, Kwame. Yeah, Kwame, do the test, man. Yo, do the test. Y'all trade information, y'all trade emails, and y'all take the test. We could go tip for tat, buy true accessory. Salam the Nick, salam the Nick. I'll up your accessory results to that website. Oh shit! You gonna do it, Kwame? Yo, Kwame, are you gonna do it? Oh shit! My man say he's a Pan African with a white woman. Oh shit. Yo, this is why I tell y'all all the time I got the best live chat ever. Like, yo, they really be, yo, they all be doing, y'all all do y'all thing, man. My DNA, Yoruba. Oh shit, you're Anglo-Saxon? Woo! Oh shit, the Bible is a tool. The revolutions are Africa. The whites got you thinking you should about the image. Shabaka, you know black scholars created the Bible, right? Yo, Kwame, take the test, man. Pull out the results. Yeah, it has Islamic in her. Yeah, that's probably from the natives. You got some red natives in your blood, man. Yeah. Yeah, some of them were Slavic, yeah. Yo, Kwame, pull up your results, man. Oh shit. Yo, Kwame's wilding out here, man. Oh shit. Hold on a second. All right, give me 1 second. Hey, yo, let me ask y'all a question. Do you think Kevin Gates is the Bible was written in? Nah, it wasn't. Yo, Kwame, you wilding out, man. Where you getting this information from? Kwame, I'm about to start asking you, yo, we need some evidence, man. Yo, you be talking wild, man. Um, yeah, we're gonna get into it. Okay, you right. What comes? So is next. Navigators. In America, don't mean American. Well, Kwame, you're from Jamaica, man. So you're not American, actually. Ooh. You don't believe Jacob? You know Jacob changed his name to Israel, and King Solomon, he changed his name to Jebediah. He was the king. He was the king of Israel. Abraham was is the actually Abraham, ain't he the father of Jacob? I can show big statements for 50,000 available and check right now. Ooh. Damn, y'all talking money. Damn. Y'all talking crazy money. That's black excellence right there. Yeah, if you believe they exist. Kwame, you don't think they exist? I know they exist. The Bible, man, the Bible's history. It's a historical book, you know? Kwame, let me ask you, you ever heard of the book of Enoch? I personally never read it, but I heard of it. You can't prove Abraham. The Bible. The Bible tell you about that. The Bible. The Bible tell you everything, Kwame. It's a historical book, so you believe in talking snakes. Anything's possible in this era, Kwame. You're Pan African. You don't think you don't believe in spirits? Do you believe in spirits, Kwame? You believe in evil entities? Uh, do you believe in evil entities, Kwame? Kwame, I'm asking you a question. Do you believe in evil spirits, African evil spirits? Oh yeah, and you're Pan African. January 12th. Yeah, hoodoo voodoo. Yep. My grandmother used to do hoodoo and voodoo. My great great grandmother. You know, so I had African friends tell me for real, for real. Yeah, this that shit is true, man. I be telling people we gotta be careful with that stuff, man. Cause let me tell you something, these white people be playing with voodoo and all this other crazy shit. Hold on, let me see what he said. The Bible is historical and can't prove any particular. So let me ask you a question, Kwame. How can you prove that all of us came from Africa? I'm just using what you're saying, but we can't find every Egyptian pharaoh's bones. How can you prove that we all came from Africa, Kwame? I'm just using what you're saying. Yeah, it just it's crazy. Yeah. Can you prove that, Kwame? Yeah, the voodoo is African. Hoodoo is like black Americans. Christians eat Jesus flesh. That's Christianity. Christianity is a white. I consider it white supremacy. That's not our culture, but that Bible is for us though. The Bible isn't a Christian Bible. It's a holy Bible. No, Kwame, that's not everybody. That's another person that actually is more Pan African than y'all. They would probably support what you are saying. Want to delineate from Africa to tell the. Um, I can give you one, Kwame. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was a Hebrew Israelite. And a person who could read Greek, Nat Turner. Nat Turner can speak 6 different languages, and he was a preacher. Yeah. But he read the whole Bible. That's why he started to revolt. He kept on reading the Bible, reading the Bible. He started to understand what he said. Yeah, she was Hebrew. She was Hebrew. Her name is Hebrew. Harriet is actually a Hebrew name. Africans, Europeans stole African spirituality, hoodoo, and voodoo. Those are 2 different things. Hoodoo and voodoo is 2 different things, buddy. Uh, Pan African is the solution for Africans worldwide. Well, we had 60 years to see if it worked, and it hasn't worked. So Shabaka, yeah, yeah, he could speak 6. Nat Turner could speak 6 different languages. Nat Turner was very smart. So, um, bloodline wise, yes, he was a Jew, but he kept on reading the Bible, and that's what the revolt came in. Cause the thing about it, everybody always people always talk about like, oh yeah, Jesus always tell you forgive your neighbor, but you got to know who your neighbor was. Cause in the Bible it says there's a time for love, there's a time for hate, there's a time for peace, and there's a time for war. That's in the Bible. You know, yeah. And the Hebrew Israelites don't think in the Bible that Jesus died for everybody, because he's so in the John because I practice and I read a lot of stuff. So in the Bible, that John chapter was a letter to the Jews, to the Hebrew Israelites. So when they talk about the world, when they said, yeah, Jesus died for the world could be anything. It could be a society. It could be a third world country. It could be anything. But there's parts in the Bible when they say earth, you know, he could have said earth. So when he said, yeah, Jesus died for the world, he was talking about the world of Israel, the society of Israel. So yeah, it's the Bible's weird, you know. All of Paul's letters went to cities in Europe. Yeah, it went to cities of Europe, but it was for a certain person. It has. It has been a very long time. I'm talking about when I said 60 to 80 years, this is when Pan African took off. It started taking off in the 60s. 60s, maybe 70s. Other than that, it didn't really take off. Like, what's his name? Y'all immigrants? Y'all Y'all turned on Marcus Garvey. You know, y'all turned on Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey died in UK. He died in a white country. He didn't die in Jamaica. He didn't die in Africa. Y'all turned on him. You know, so that's why I'm just giving a certain point when Pan Africanism took off. It took off in the '60s after the Black Panther Party. They got him. Yeah, y'all got him deported. Y'all was gonna kill him. He was telling everybody move to Africa. He was telling everybody move to fucking Africa. Everybody was like, nah, we ain't moving to fucking Africa. Why would we move to Africa if we built the country? Would you want us to build Africa, then they kick us out? You know that's what's going to happen, Kwame. FBA's put the feds. How did we put the feds on him and we were protecting him? Black Americans were protecting Marcus Garvey. Kwame, that was the civil rights. Not everybody agree with the civil rights. Yeah, he did. But you're just giving a yeah, Nick, you're right. Um but let me ask you a question, Kwame. And we can probably start in the next 10-15 minutes. We'll start at 120. So let me ask you a question, Kwame. No, he died a Muslim. He didn't die a Pan-African. He died a Muslim. Yeah, but Kwame, you would have never knew he was Caribbean, half Caribbean, if I never told you. No, wrong. I'm right. Let me fix that. You would have never knew that he was black American, if I would have never told you. You thought he was just his mother. I told you no. I was like, his father's a Southerner. But he followed his father's lineage. He talked about black people. He didn't talk about his mother's lineage. Malcolm X only had a fifth grade degree. I mean, a fifth grade reading. He could only read a fifth. He could only read at a fifth grade level, sixth grade level. He self-taught himself, you know. So what you're saying is like partially right. So why you try to make him sound like he was just a full immigrant then? You know you did that too. Do I got a Malcolm X book here? Nah, no, I don't got it. Oh shit. I got a book for you, Kwame. If you really want to know about Africa, read this. From Babylon to Timbuktu. That's more of a Hebrew Israelite book. You could read that book. I got two more other books that you should read, Kwame. No, not that book. That book and this book right here, Kwame. I hope I don't drop anything. Into Egypt again with ships. That's more of you. Why would I read anything for? Why wouldn't you? Are you scared to read it? Because you know why you wouldn't want to read it, because it'll debunk your Pan-Africanism. That's why. It will debunk your Pan-Africanism. It'll debunk your Pan-Africanism. You know it's true, Kwame. Yeah, I'm serious. You know I'm right. It's a good book. You should read it, though. That leads into more of a Pan-African mindset. I would say that. The reason why I would say that, give me a second. The reason why I would say that, nah, he's not really a pseudo, because we could call anybody a pseudo, Kwame. Well, if you can't read it, you shouldn't be a Pan-African. You know that, right? And you know where I'm going with that. Do you want me to explain? Want me to elaborate on it? The reason why I said if you can't read it, I mean, if you can't elaborate on it, I mean, if you can't read it, it's because you should read something on the other side and see how another person thinks. Well, Martin Luther King wasn't either, and y'all still yell Martin Luther King shit all day. You know? I'm just being personally honest. Martin Luther King wasn't really respected like that as a black man. They looked at him as a coon. Martin Luther King got stabbed by a black man. I mean, by a black woman. So that's where I go with that. I do want to say this, though. Give me a second. I do want to say this. Give me a second. This is gonna be my first video to watch. So I do want to say this. Bro, I read 2 pages. It's trash. And no, serious. Afrocentric scholars respect him. It's just you gotta debunk it, Kwame. You can't debunk anything that man's saying that's true. Strong Stokely, Kwame Sor was a great Pan African. He studies with Kwame. Read Young man read, Kwame, words are true today. Yeah, some of those words is true today, but people been saying that shit for years, though. You know? LOL, please don't ever bring to my attention again. Well, at least read this book. At least read that book. Nah, it hasn't been debunked. Um, it's a good book though. I liked it. Babylon to Timbuktu. It deals with the Bible in Africa. You know, the culture before their culture now. Yeah, Africans don't keep their tradition. I'm just being personally honest. Africans don't keep their traditions nowadays. You know, you actually gotta look at it like they dress up. They dress like Americans. Only time they dress in their tradition is when somebody's getting married or somebody died. Other than that, they got the queso. They got the blonde crooked wig. They got the what is that? I don't read Hebrew books. Yeah. Yeah. You know where I was going with that, right? Yeah. They haven't debunked it, Kwame. You know that's not true, too. Email me. You got my email, right, Kwame? Email it, and I'll put my email in the joint again for all of y'all. Hold on. Oh shit, yeah, and I gotta do the email and I gotta do the Cash App. Everyone, give me a second. In the joint again. 1 second, everyone. So everybody, take down my email because we're gonna be doing soon within the next 2 weeks. Collab. We're gonna be doing the collab camps. You know, I don't wanna waste my time reading Israelite propaganda that nobody on earth takes serious besides Hebrew Israelites. Hey yo, they lit, man. Yo, they doing way better than the Pan Africans. Yo, I know you be at One West. Well, Shabaka should know about One West. I don't think you know about One West. You know about One West, Kwame? Yo, Kwame, you're funny. Yeah, that was a good one, Kwame. Oh shit. Was it in New York? Yeah, I think that was in New York, right? And I think Ninja Turtles was in Chicago. Yeah, this man Kwame. Yo, you wilding out, Kwame. Give me a second, my friend. That. Mm, um. Did I press? What we got? All right, we're gonna start the show. So we're gonna do a subtopic today. The first topic is: do you think Kevin Gates is anti-black? The reason why I say do you think Kevin Gates is anti-black, because I'm gonna say he spread. Is it if somebody says Spider-Man is real because it's based in. Do I really need? But let me ask you a question, and we're gonna start the show after this. Who inspired Spider-Man? Who inspired that character or the comic book? That's what you gotta think about. Could be African. It could be African mythology. You ever thought about that? Like if you ever think of Superman, Superman was an Egyptian or an African mythology. Nah, he's still here. But I believe in what Nick is saying. Some of that stuff that Nick is saying, I do believe in what the Hebrew Israelites is saying. I do think, the 12 tribe Israels, like the Haitians, the Latin community, the Caribbeans, the blacks, and the natives need to come together. But I think the only way that we will come together is black people need to fix their shit first. Because we're the most influential and innovating people. Please take that foolish so-called FBA flag off your wall to invented that bullshit. No, he invented this one. This one is super old. That's a black American heritage flag. We used to call it an African American heritage flag because of Jesse Jackson, but it's a black American heritage flag. It's all about all our ancestors and what they did for America. So I have to put that one up. That one means near and dear. Tariq Nasheed made the one with the fist, with the red, white, and blue. The Carmichael Stokely, the Stokely Carmichael. He reinvented it. He reinvented that flag. And what I mean by reinvented, Carmichael and some FBAs made the Black Power fist. But he reinvented the Black Power fist to Black Americans. Where, you know what? Yeah, the Black fist is probably for everybody. But the FBA flag is for Black Americans. You know, so you a foundational Black American tribe of Israel that don't. Nah, I'll say this. Ethically, ethnogenesis wise, my family is foundational Black American. You know, and being a foundational Black American is just saying that, okay, my ancestors started in America. My culture started in America. So, that's all it's saying. It's not saying, oh, we're a group or organization. No, it's just saying that our ancestors started in America and we built America. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with saying. That's like me saying, oh, that Jamaican flag, y'all need to, get rid of it. Why should you get rid of it? That's where your ancestors built Jamaica. Or what y'all call Jamaica, you know. Most of y'all left and came to America, but, But I'm just saying this. I can't tell you to take down your Jamaican flag because that's your culture. That's what that's where your ancestors were from. So I don't think you should do the same to a foundational Black American when they want to salute or pay homage to their ancestors. You know, and you should be you should be proud of that. Like, these people are, supporting their ancestors. Their ancestors has done a lot for America. I am here because of their ancestors. I didn't have to fight or anything. All I had to do was pull up a plate to the table and eat. Y'all really didn't fight for America. Y'all really didn't do anything to help the progress of America. Yeah, we could talk about, oh yeah, y'all built the Panama Bridge or some stupid shit like that, and like some of y'all didn't leave in the late 1800s or the early 1900s. But other than that, that's nothing. You know how many buildings and bridges that Black Americans built? Come on. Like, y'all talking about a fucking bridge, then had to go back home. What the fuck? That's how Cicely Tyson came here to this country. Her family just never left. Let's be personally honest. Cicely Tyson is Jamaican or some type of Caribbean. It's just, she just never left. She was supposed to do a job and just never left. Your ancestors is American, yeah. But this is what I'm saying, but if you use the Bible and ask where we're from in the Bible, we will be Israelites. I'm just explaining it, just how it is. So your ancestors don't come off. My ancestors never came off no slave shit. I told you where my ancestors was from. It's impossible. Let me ask you. Hey, what's going on, Napo Apocalypse? Shout out to you. So this is what I'm saying. I personally don't believe in the Hebrew Israelite thing. But if I did believe in it, and there's some stuff I do believe in it, and there's some stuff I was like, I don't know. I never really thought deep into it. I always just thought I was a Black American. Because the reason what, you don't fit the curse. I don't fit the curse. You told me your parents' DNA. No, I say everybody's DNA is African. That's what I told you. Everybody's DNA is African. Even Chinese, all Asians, all white people, all Southern Pacifics, they're all African. What are you talking about? So, okay, that's the main topic. The main topic is are Caribbeans and Africans co-oping Juneteenth. That's Black American Independence Day. That's what we're going to talk about, but we're not going to talk about that right now. So hold your ideas and hold what you're going to say. The next topic we're going to talk about is Kevin Gates anti-Black? If your ancestor wasn't slaves, you wouldn't get reparations. Yeah, you can be slaves and still never, got off the boat. You got to understand, Kwame, there was already Black people here. Like, remember I was explaining to you, my ancestors even came from, and I'm Black as fuck. My family's Black as fuck. They from Augusta, Georgia, St. Clair's, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. My mama's side is from Selma, Alabama. In Montgomery, in Tuscaloosa. I think my granddaddy from Tuscaloosa. Their country as fuck. They've been here since. Both of their ancestors been in here since ever. My great granddaddy on my mama's side, he was born in 1892. I lived with him for 6 years, 7 years, on a farm. So, yeah. And my great Grammy, she's from St. Clair's. She was born in 1899, but her great grandmother is from Alaska. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So the shit is funky. How can you be from Alaska and get off the slave shit? It just doesn't make sense. Or we could say, how is only less than 400,000 people came to America that were from Africa, but there's like 44 million people here now, or over 44 million people here now. It just doesn't make sense. This is why I was telling Kwame, I was like, not everybody came from the boat. So yeah. Am I black? Yes. Am I African DNA wise? Yes. Everybody has African DNA. Oh no, Kwame could go for 5 or 6 hours. Kwame on my birthday, yeah. Me and Kwame was arguing. Kwame, we was arguing for like what 8 hours on my birthday. Yo, it was a good birthday. I'm gonna be personal. It was a good birthday sharing it with y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh man, I was actually happy that we did it. I still smile just thinking about y'all there on my birthday. You know, salute to y'all. But we gotta ask: is this man anti-black? Oh shit! Kwame, you say he destroyed you, man. He ate your food, man. Machiavelli said he ate your food, man. So, no, America. America is our prison, not our home. Not 2% Africans don't make you African. Juneteenth just started 20 years ago. But let me ask you a question, Shabaka. It doesn't matter when it starts. Why can't we support our independence? Kwame supports his independence from his country. Why can't we do it for ours? I'm in his head. Oh, shit. Y'all crazy. So, yeah, it's just... Yeah, y'all get crazy in there. But, yeah, I'm going to start talking about this topic a little bit. Y'all can still troll. Y'all do y'all thing. Y'all troll each other. I like it. But, yeah, Juneteenth start. Hey, yo, Shabaka. Hold your question, hold your answer, hold your statement until we finish this one. I'm just going to spend like 30, 40 minutes on this one, and we're going to jump into this one. This one's going to be super long. You know how we get when we do main topics. We're going to watch a few videos. You know how it is. I got one video. I'm just going to do one video for the Kevin Gates thing. But the whole situation with Kevin Gates, he said I think it was some anti-black stuff. And I'm going to just let y'all hear it. Was it triggering? I don't know if I took it that way, but I had some concerns.
Can't judge me off a scale that we not the same thing.
Come on.
I'm carbon based.
Come on.
This different than ammonia based. I'm carbon based.
Come on.
This different than ammonia based. It's genetically different. You can say what you want to, but what work for you don't work for me.
I've loved that. I live by that. I feel that.
So somebody that can't go in the sun without sunscreen, man, your opinion don't even matter to me, man. God don't even that much. Your opinion don't matter to me.
Come on now.
Like, I'm just saying, like, people be caring about being liked. I don't give who don't like me. Like, when they talk to Black Lives Matter, I say, man, I don't really care for niggas like that. I don't care to be around them. Because there's always some bullshit. Well, I'm going to go back to the black community. Hey, good luck. Good luck. Why you ain't done now? Because you don't want that kind of pressure that's going to get applied.
Right. Man.
Because we kill each other all day. Talk about each other behind each other back. Any family get together and we gossiping in the kitchen. Nigga, you just seen me outside and went in the kitchen and decided to turn into a nigga when you went in the kitchen. Yeah, Gates, he really think. Come on, man. That's all we do. When you look at my comments, the people saying negative niggas. The Black Lives Matter movement, they got mad at me. They said, I told them, hey, listen, I wasn't made for everybody to like.
That's real.
I told them, you know what's worse than a nigga? They was like, what? Another one?
Ooh. Yeah.
We kill each other all day. The song, I kill you, bust your head, you know, and then we talk about each other behind each other back. And then as soon as a white person kill one of us, Y'all should have left him. Y'all should have let him live. Why? So we could kill him. That's all.
Damn. That's deep.
Be jumping up and down, hollering, talking about that Black Lives Matter. Who do they matter to?
Ooh.
Even the songs you listen to, you ready to hear about a nigga talking about he gonna split a nigga. I like that type of. No, I like to hear a nigga get their top popped in a song. I do. Being honest. But I don't really too much like, if I be wrong niggas, my antennas go up.
You be feeling away.
No, it's just because of where I've been at.
Yeah,
It's because I grew up in them environments.
For sure.
For sure.
No, that makes sense. I
For
get
sure.
it. Yeah. Well, I will say this.
Where it happened at the club? You at the club, a bunch of niggas.
Where I grew
This
up
what
at.
this what it go down.
Where I grew up at. Shots waking up in the middle of the night.
Is that Paul
Yeah,
Pierce?
so why would I put myself in that situation? Anyway,
If that's Paul Pierce, I'm gonna say this. And I'm sorry to stop it because we're gonna watch it twice. If that's Paul Pierce got stabbed because he told some girl to suck his dick, and they already warned Paul Pierce that was somebody's girl. I'm gonna be personally honest about that shit. Paul Pierce didn't get stabbed for no reason. And Boston is different. When somebody already told you to stop, and you come aggressive with the nigga's girl, and you don't listen. Man, you do what's on your own risk. You take at your own risk. He wanted to be money. He tried to be funny money. Cause he's like 6'7", 6'8". Nah, there's people that'll stab you in a club. There's a lot of people that'll shoot you in a club. Boston is a different culture compared to California. California, they'll be like, oh yeah, shoot the fair ones. Oh, let's get that fade. Nah, we only gonna tell you twice. This is why I always tell people all the time, like, California culture is very different. I can't fuck with California culture. That's too much for me. I don't think I can handle that shit. All the Crips and Bloods and can't wear certain colors. What happened if I had a fly-ass outfit on and I can't wear it because a fucking gang and it only comes in one color? That shit's it's aggravating. That's why I don't like that. Like, to me, I understand the culture. I understand the gang, Bloods and Crips culture. I just won't do no stupid shit like that because it's not my culture. I call it stupid because people die. People play stupid games with that and get stupid prizes. Let me tell you something. Even certain things that come with pride and honor, sometimes it's a stupid game that you're playing. Because you can die. The fuck? Sometimes you just got to step back. You know what? I'm going to fall back. Fuck it. You won. You got that. I'm out of here. Because you got to be looking at it like, yo, you know what? I'm already making money. This motherfucker's probably broke and ain't got shit. He ain't got 2 nickels to roll on each finger. No, motherfucker, he's hurting out here. That's why he's aggressive. He probably ain't even eating. All right, my nigga. God bless your heart. I'm out of here. The fuck? I ain't got to argue with you, motherfucker. I'm good. I do that shit online. The fuck? That's why I respect all of y'all online who just be wilding out in my chat, my live chat. I just be wilding out. I get it. It's dope. You know, y'all do y'all thing. You control. I'll troll back. But you can't get mad at me the way I troll. Yeah. It's just like, yo. Sometimes it gets out of hand, but it hasn't got out of hand yet. But what he's saying is just, it's just crazy. But let's just finish.
Go down.
Where I grew up at. Shots waking up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, so why would I put myself in that situation? Anywhere I gotta be and have a gun, hey, I don't need to be there. God bless me.
Right.
Now, if you don't feel like God bless me, that's cool. Mm-hmm. But look at my situation and your situation. God bless me, homie.
100%.
I ain't stupid. I know what's up.
Yo, 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 it's Big Ant the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians
Let's
TV.
listen to what he says first.
UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on Kevin Gates as I seen this clip right here get to circulate all up and down the timeline. And if you follow this platform right here, you know that this is something that we do not let slide anytime it get to becoming a trending topic. And I look in them comments and people choose to believe the false black narrative that has been put on us for too long now. And we now got our own platforms where we can protest it with data, facts, and information to make you see the truth if you're ready for the truth. And I had a link in the description where you can watch that clip.
Hold up, wait a minute.
It has been looking to put on us for too long now. And we now got our own platforms where we can protest it with data, facts, and information to make you see the truth if you're ready for the truth. And I had a link.
Nigga, does that say Puerto Rico on his back?
The description where you can watch that clip in the beginning in full on Paul Pierce podcast, The Truth.
This is the shit I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm talking about. I'm gonna say this, all right? This motherfucker's half Puerto Rican and black. This man is talking about black people crazy. And I know he's doing it for clout. He ain't got money like that. He don't do that much to make money. So he has to chase the clout. I get it. But you just demonize the whole culture of black people. And this is where, like, motherfuckers ain't letting this shit slide. He got mad because the people he hung around with call him a bitch-ass nigga, talk shit up behind his back. Not every black person do that. And let me tell y'all something. That's just a human thing. That's just a human thing when certain people talk behind your back. If you're doing better than somebody, of course they're going to talk behind your back. White people do that shit all the time. White people do that shit all the time, but he made it a black thing. And that's where I didn't like. I think it's foul and I think it's disrespectful. I think that shit is super disrespectful. Give me a second, everyone. Yeah, that shit is super disrespectful. Like, this is why I tell people about the Kevin Gates shit. The Kevin Gates, he's a bozo to me. And the reason why I say he's a bozo, because he does things just to get attention now. Because you got to look at it. His music ain't popping off. Let me ask y'all a question. Name one good Kevin Gates song. Only one I know is Stop Lying. That's all I know. Other than that, I don't know no Kevin Gates album. I don't know his song. Nobody listen to Kevin Gates. If anything, he should just be doing fucking, the fuck you call it? He should be trying to do shows. Play his old music. Nobody want to listen to your new shit. Motherfucker came on there looking like a fucking Muslim, man. Actually, he is Muslim. Oh, all the shit he talks about black people, now he Muslim? Get the fuck out of here. This motherfucker don't know what he want to be. He don't know if he want to be Muslim. He don't know if he want to be a Native American. He don't know if he want to be black. He don't know if he want to be a Louisianian. That motherfucker, he don't know what he want to be. He don't know who he want to be anymore. Like, I don't take him serious. Black people don't even fuck with Black Lives Matter. But I'm going to be personally honest. He's talking like, what's his name? Charleston White. Charleston White talks about black people because that shit sells. The shit sells. Like, we're starting to have more bozos and goofy niggas like him. Goofy, nutty niggas. This nigga's a nut. He looks crazy. I personally think he's doing cocaine. I'm gonna be personally honest. I think he's doing coke. Ain't no way in hell this motherfucker talking crazy like this. And not looking in the mirror like, damn, my nigga, I do got a record. I did go to jail for some dumb shit. But he want to talk about other black people, talk about, oh yeah, niggas just be doing nigga shit. Nah, motherfucker, you been doing that shit. Motherfucker, you're a felon. Not, oh yeah, it just happened one time. No, nigga, you're damn near a career felon. You're a damn near a career felon telling niggas, oh yeah, niggas talk about people. Niggas kill niggas. Motherfucker, what did you do? How did the fuck you get that record? It wasn't out here being a motherfucking freedom fighter. This is the type of shit that we talk, these hypocritical type of motherfuckers. And I'm sorry I stopped this, but this motherfucker got me going right now. I gotta be personally honest. Kevin Gates is a loser. He did that cornball shit in front of, what's his name? LeBron James, then try to, he's a billionaire. Then you talk shit about him and his wife. Then after that, you did some Division I dick sucking, nigga. I'm gonna be personally honest. You did some Division I dick sucking after. Once you came to, he responded back to me and all this other stuff. That nigga's in a different fucking money bracket than you, nigga. We didn't know you were gonna do some dick sucking like that, nigga. And I'm gonna be personally honest. It was crazy. I personally think this man is on some booger sugar right now. Talking all this, oh yeah, I'll beat a nigga up, all this, and that. Nigga, you was just doing that like 2 weeks ago. Talking about, yo, you was about to fuck, what's his name? Aaron the plumber up. Then when you found out the nigga is Muslim, so that's my brother, and we shouldn't be doing nothing, and I apologize. All of a sudden, because he's a Muslim, it was your fault. Fake ass Muslim. You know what? I'm gonna be personally honest. I'm tired of these fake ass Muslims. It's just ridiculous now. I'll be personally honest. If there's even the such thing as a Prophet Muhammad, he'll be embarrassed about these black people and actually put them back in slavery. Cause that's why most of y'all niggas is Muslim anyways, because of colonizations by the Arabs too. Y'all motherfuckers always talk about the white man, but y'all niggas don't talk about the Arab man either, putting y'all in slavery and violating y'all women. Let's personally be honest about it. That's why I got that motherfucker. I was a Muslim for 15 years. I got the fuck out of there. Let me hear what this man said. Why would Africans from elsewhere want to steal anything from Africans in America? Because we're the most innovative people ever, Shabaka. We're the most innovative people ever. Y'all dress like us. Y'all act like us. Y'all take our genre. Y'all use our genre. The fuck you mean? This is why I say I'm only going to do this for 30, 45 minutes, Shabaka. Because I can see you're ready to answer this question. You're ready to get busy. You're ready to get busy right now. Look at you. Just give me 15 minutes, yo. We jump right into that question. Balls deep into that question, all right? Just give me 15 minutes, all right? And we could get busy, all right? He said, fuck Africa. Oh, shit. But yeah, man, it's like, yo, this motherfucker right here, we don't know what I just found out. First he said he was native. That's why he had the little fucking feather in his head. That's because he's probably Taino. He talks shit about black people, but praises his Puerto Rican side. Like Puerto Ricans don't get busy in fucking Puerto Rico. Nigga, let me tell you the last time I went to Puerto Rico, and this is why I always tell people I'll never go back to Puerto Rico. I used to smoke in Puerto Rico. I used to smoke. I used to smoke mad weed. I used to smoke the best of the best. I went to Puerto Rico and I tried to get some weed one day. I went into this thing that had like a wall over a wall, like the door's open. I go in there, these motherfuckers see me, they close that shit real fast thinking I'm gonna steal something. Yo, FBA all day. Salute to Icon S. Salute, my man. How's everything? But yeah, the motherfuckers closed the door. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna steal anything. He's like, nah, this is for precaution. I was like, nah, I know what it is. I had somebody translate that shit. It's like, yo, I know what it is. You ever gotta tell me. So when I got the weed and I smoked that shit was super trash. And I'm gonna say this, Puerto Rico got the worst. They got the trash of the trashiest weed. They do. They got the wackest weed, man. I would never smoke. If I ever smoked again, I will never smoke Puerto Rican weed again. It was so horrible. But y'all got great sun in Puerto Rico, but y'all got the trashiest weed. Y'all got the trashiest weed. You own nothing. You don't own anything. Well, Africans don't own anything in Africa. The fuck? They don't even own their own country. Nigga, they pay taxes to Europe. Are you serious? Are we really doing that? Shabak, I said just give me 15 minutes, all right? Peace and blessing, homie. But yeah, it's just like, yo, let's talk about it. Like, this man's tripping. This man's crazy. Let's finish watching this and I'm gonna land with him, then we're gonna jump right into it, all right? Let's finish this.
Gates was a guest at, and the thing with Kevin Gates, dog is one of probably the most talented artists of this generation. Make great music. That nigga really got it in that lane. So that got him to a certain level where his voice is polarizing in itself. On top of that, he's a good speaker. He's entertaining. He's funny. And he will say things just to get a reaction out of people at times.
Clout
and this
chaser.
right here is one of those ones when you talk down on black people like we are monolith. I can't let you do it, bro. It's bigger than Kevin Gates. It's bigger than me. I am not the leader or a leader for my people. I am not a speaker for my people. I'm not that guy. I'm not the chosen one, but I am the guy that will speak up for my people. Fam, this black on black crime thing is propaganda that was forced and pushed, promoted and strategically done to keep black people in the mindset of tearing each other down. We have reasons of documented facts why we have our environmental issues throughout this country, within our neighborhoods and things. But everything he described is something that everybody does. Talk bad about your own people, do your own people dirty. That ain't just no black thing. That's a people thing. And this is globally.
It's a human thing.
When you talking about your peers, that's what you're gonna see, because that's where you come from. That's what you grew up around. It's about the environment that you grew up in. You grew up in a poverty area, a low income area, the resources aren't there. You're gonna have crime. You're gonna have issues. This is globally. And we don't lead the world in murder in no black, predominantly black city in America. Our cities in America don't even have the most murders. So why don't these other countries and these other ethnicities and races, whatever you want to call it, how come they don't call it this on this murder for them? But when it's black on black. But then people will say, well, they are this type of country, that type of country. Well, what about our environments? Our environments have issues as well. We have communications problems as well. We have things that were actually documented, factual, to work against us. Redlining, resources taken away, our homes being separated by the government, drugs being flooded into our communities that we didn't make, we didn't create. None of that got pushed all in here, and all of these factors are why we have the results today. Y'all know what we talk about over here, the cause and effect, the laws of the relation, action and reaction. Y'all know why this is going on, so we have to get on these platforms and speak the real. We do got problems. We do got issues. We do need to stop killing each other. We do need to communicate. We got to start talking to each other. We have to help each other out. This is a thing. But to get up here and talk about us like we just the bad stuff for the world, and we let them keep selling this stuff to us. We let them keep telling us that, but they killing each other overseas in wars right now. They killing each other overseas right now over religion. Murder is murder. We don't have the most murders in the world in none of our cities. There's nothing to argue about. Per 100,000 people, none of these cities in America have the most murders per 100,000 people. So why do we get to wear the face of black on black crime? Blacks kill each other. And also, when it comes to the white lives matter, black lives matter, all lives matter, that's not a situation of niggas killing each other because they hate niggas. The reason why Black Lives Matter became a thing is because America is built off of hate towards black Americans, towards the blacks in America, through colonization, through slavery, through racism, systematic oppression, which still exists today. We still got niggas getting lynched in 2025 to this day. These are documented facts. This is not something, just because you didn't see it on the news and they go under the radar, don't mean that niggas ain't still getting lynched. They're not killing these niggas because of they know them or they grew up in the same environment. They're killing them because they're black and they have been taught to hate people because of their black skin. Black people don't dislike black people because of their black skin. That's why people say Black Lives Matter, because people look at black as your value is less than others. Ours isn't like that in that manner for the same reasons. We have been trained to compete and go against each other through the environmental issues, the lack of resources, the competitive factors. Plus, these are the people that we live in proximity with. Our lineage, our history, our culture, our issues that sometimes we get birthed into. This isn't the same as a person who didn't grow up around me, not really a peer of mine, didn't do nothing to.
Kevin Gates, man. Kevin Gates. Not no Bill Gates. Yeah. Is Bill Gates Muslim? Jesus Christ. I thought you were talking about Bill Gates. Kevin Gates own or control nothing. Design this. Well, put it this way: European African people in the '80s is the problem. Your Afrocentric situation, y'all should have did something about it. Y'all was popping in the '80s, but you know what? Y'all didn't do shit. Y'all know what y'all had in the '80s. Y'all had Shower Posse. Y'all had the Latin Kings. You had all the motherfuckers except Black Unity. So you know what? I don't want to hear nothing from Shabaka. And we're talking about New York. We're talking about New York. Yeah, everybody had this African name for their country because you know why? We were trying to connect with Africa. We were trying to influence Africa, saying we are all one until these Africans came and said, yo, we are not the same. So I don't want to hear no bullshit from you, Shabaka. And the reason why I'm going to say I don't want to hear no bullshit, because these motherfuckers turn their nose up at us and say, yo, y'all are not African. None of them motherfuckers didn't defend us. None of them motherfuckers didn't tell their own people that, yo, y'all are wrong. They are African. They are our brothers. They did not say that. They say, yup, he is right. We dealt with that bullshit for like over 30 to 40 years. They did not defend us. Then when the Caribbeans came over, oh, yo, we're all black. We are all bro. I'm not black. I'm Jamaican. I'm not black. I'm Haitians. I'm Trinidadian. You don't have no culture. Nobody didn't say shit. But once this hip-hop shit goes 50 years and the shit starts popping off, oh, yeah, we were all together. We were doing this. We was doing that. Nah, that's not true. We got evidence. We got the Shower Posse saying crazy shit about black people. We had the Latin Kings saying crazy shit about us. We had the shower posse even talking about, oh, yo, we're Germans. They were running around New York calling themselves Germans. With neo-Nazi fucking attire. So please tell me I'm wrong. We had black names we had African names for Boston too. We were about to call the city of Boston Mandela City or Mandela Town in the 80s. But at the end of the day, it didn't pop off. But we found out sooner when they came to America that they didn't fuck with us. Soon they came to Boston, they didn't fuck with us. We were different. Now all of a sudden we're brother and sister because they got a fucking guerrilla warfare going on right now. Or these white people are whooping their asses. That shit ain't got nothing to do with us. A European African, if you want to help them, you should help them. But don't demonize me for not trying to help. This is what we have to tell you.
But then they just hate me because of my skin color, and they've been trained to hate me because of my skin color only. Ain't take the time to get to know you. They used to kill niggas just because they was black. They tried to treat niggas like less than humans just because they black. And people still feel that way today. Just because they don't have to tell you they just show it. The actions over time gonna reveal the real. It's gonna give you the real spiel how they feel about niggas. A lot of y'all niggas keep getting reminded in this rap game as well how them people really feel about you. But you know, you want to play dumb. You know, you want to play stupid. You want to be ignorant to it. Stop talking about our people like we're a monologue. Everything he described is something that everybody do, not just blacks.
That was a white
not
supremacist.
Not just people in America, South America, Canada, all over the world.
All right, I'm gonna land here with this. All right, because we're gonna get into the real question. You know, Shabaka's he's ready. Shabaka's ready right now. He's on that bullshit right now. Tell him, Shabaka, you ready? You ready to talk about the topic question? Let me just land with this one right here, and we can jump right in. Kevin Gates just used a white supremacy talking point. Do I think he's anti-black? To a certain point, yes. I think he is anti-black a little bit. I think he has a grudge against black people. You know? And it's like I said, he thinks he's Taino. This is coming from his Puerto Rican side. That's why he wear the Native American ear things and stuff. Didn't talk about he Muslim and all this other crazy shit. I think personally, like I said, I think he's on coke. If you got a whole bunch of things going on and you're a whole bunch of other fucking thing, you're probably on some type of drugs. Will I tell somebody to take Kevin Gates serious? To a certain extent? If you putting this out here in the air where white people are watching you and you saying crazy shit, yeah, we should take this shit serious. You know? This shit is serious because he's not just... The thing about it, he didn't just talk about black American. He talked about the black... Well, let's put it this way. The way he said it was about black Americans. He didn't say, oh, it's a city thing. It's a state thing. It's a poverty thing. He said it's a black person thing. I think this man needs to be very careful, and I don't think he needs a fucking mic. He's doing shit for clout now. He's probably running out of money. You see, this motherfucker came in here like he was selling fucking bean pies. Yeah, yo, fuck that. If that shit cuts, it cuts, nigga. But the nigga look weird. He did all that crazy shit. And the thing about it, this nigga married the nastiest bitch in the game right now. Do we really want to take advice from this nigga? Who says she fucked 36 niggas? Easily? Let me tell you something. You can like hoes. But girls who sell their pussy or just slut it off to everybody, yeah, that's an issue. That's a fucking issue. And you need to be careful. Don't forget, this is the nigga who's, oh yeah, I eat booty, all this other crazy shit. This is the guy who basically started, oh, I eat ass and all this other shit, and people talk about, oh yeah, I did that. Nigga, you nasty. I'll never smoke a blunt or drink any Hennessy off that motherfucker. That nigga's lips touch Shabato, I'm good. I remember my boy got mad at me. He was like, yo, you don't want to smoke a blunt with me because I eat booty? Like, nigga, that's nasty. I don't do shit like that. So you really acting like that because I eat ass? That's what the nigga said. Because I eat ass. Dominican cat, too. I was like, man, come on, man. It's just, I can't do it, man. At least you got a blunt for yourself. We are African, not niggas. Can you feed your family without whites? Yeah, of course. What you mean? Let's ask this question. Can Africans feed their family can they feed their family? They can't feed their family at all. I was like, yo, why you trying to, let me tell you something, Shabaka. We jumping into this right now. Let's jump into the topic. Are the Caribbeans and Africans trying to steal Juneteenth from foundational black Americans? This is what's been going on lately, yo. Juneteenth is coming up. It's beautiful. Black American Independence Day, as I call it, foundational Black American Independence Day. Foundational Black American Independence Day. We should be proud of that. You know what? I think we need to really tell the real true story about slavery. How slavery really went down. Because the only thing they remember is, oh yeah, we were getting beat the fuck up, fucking tortured. Yeah, that shit was happening, but guess what? Motherfuckers was getting killed. Motherfuckers couldn't go nowhere. Some of these motherfuckers' resources was getting cut off. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, that's my light. Yeah, some motherfuckers' resources is getting cut off. Some people had to call the military. Let's talk about it. Let me ask y'all a question. Can black Americans be a part of the Caribbean Festival? Like, have our own, like, float and everything with the black American flags and stuff? We play some hood music and stuff. We play some hi-fi music. Huh? Can we do that? At the Caribbean Festival? Have our black American attire? Can we do that? Can we sell some gumbo? Can we sell some fried chicken with some macaroni cheese, with some potato salad, some greens, maybe even collard greens, with the ham hocks in it? Can we do all of that? With some sweet potato pie? Can we go in the Caribbean Festival and do that? I'm just asking a question. Will it be all right? All right, let me see what Shabaka saying. Niggas ain't shit. We are African, not niggas. Can you feed your family without whites? Whites own you, and FBA. Kevin Gates cannot do anything to hurt so-called FBA is Tariq shoes bullshit. See? This type of dude right here, Shabaka is just, yo, let me tell you something. I'm gonna start some trouble with you, Shabaka. I think you playing both sides. Shabaka. Yes, Africans move and show the world that we are not gonna let FBI, CIA kill another Pan-African leader. Y'all don't ain't got no motherfucking leaders. What are you talking about? All y'all killed your own leaders. What do you mean? Y'all kill your own leaders. Y'all were part of the CIA. What are you talking about? We getting busy today, Shabaka. We getting busy today, man. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, yo, you're just mad right now because because Juneteenth is coming up. And you know what? I think, I think Shabaka is a foundational black American. I don't think he has no immigrant background. I think he's playing both sides because you know what? This motherfucker's going to get reparation. And ask him what he's going to do with his reparation. Are you going to give it to Pan-African movements? Are you going to give your whole paycheck to Pan-African? I bet you he ain't. This nigga's going to go buy some cocaine and get white bitches. You going to go get cocaine and white bitches. I think you're going to do that, Shabaka. I see it. I know mad Pan-Africans that like white bitches, man. Come on, don't do that. You don't like black queens. You like snow bunnies. I could tell you like snow bunnies. Because when we tell you something, Pan-Africanism is mad divisive. I'm going to say y'all are very divisive. The reason why I say y'all are divisive, because y'all don't want black Americans to have anything. Whenever we create something, whenever we invent something, or whenever we do something great, you talk about it's the African ancestors. That's what type of shit that you want, man. It's the African ancestors. Nigga, I don't know nothing about no motherfucking Africans. All I know, they're great tree climbers. That's all I know. All I know, y'all niggas like to climb trees and eat bushmeat. And y'all, some of those tribal dances is dope. You know what? Let me tell you something. You know why I respect African French people? Yes, they do our music. Yes, they rap, they sing like us and stuff like that. But you know what? They do their own traditional dance. They still keep their own traditions. When they do a video, they go back home and like, yo, do their little dance, do, all that shit. Them niggas is lit. But they give respect and they gave homage to black Americans. Who is Marcus? We brought Juneteenth here. I give my life to Pan-Africanism. See, look at this is what I'm talking about. Who is Marcus? We brought Juneteenth here. How the fuck y'all bring Juneteenth here? And it's a Black American Independence Day. That's the crazy, yo, this is how crazy these motherfucking delusional kufi hat wearing motherfuckers is. The dashiki niggas. Yo, you gotta be careful with them niggas who be wearing them dashikis. All jokes. I told you, Shabak, I'm on some bullshit right now, so just talking to a friend in Ghana. I'm going home soon. Africa is our homeland. No, that's your fucking homeland. I never been to Africa. Nor has my mother or my grandmother or my daddy. I don't even think they want to go there. I'm being personally honest. Why the fuck would we want to go there? Let me ask you a question, Shabaka. Why are you going to Ghana? What is the reason? What's the whole reason of you going to Ghana? You're going back to them niggas who let me say, let's say you are from Ghana or you are from Africa from the slave days. Why the fuck would you want to go back to the people who sent you to America in the first place? I don't want to hear, oh, is this the Jews? It was the Jews. No. It was your fellow brother. Now, why would you want to go back to Ghana if they sent you to America in the first place? That shit just doesn't make sense, Shabaka. I'm telling you as a friend, why the fuck would you want to go to Africa? The continent of Africa. Give me a second, everyone. It's just like, to me, like Shabaka, I get it. You want to be closer to your imaginary ancestors. Because those are not your ancestors. Your ancestors was in America. And it's very disrespectful. And I'm going to say this. It is very disrespectful. And it's very insulting how you treat your ancestors that fought, got killed, that been in certain situations, that been brutalized, that their generational wealth has been taken away from them. The way how you treat them, and you treat these non-imaginary niggas and all these niggas who sent you to America, is fucking crazy. I'm gonna be personally honest. It's crazy. Let's see what he's wrote. That's right. We were going to change our names to just Africans. Jesse Jackson stole our smoke and put put American next to Africa. Africa is stolen land. Africa is a stolen name too. It's a stolen continent. It's a name that the white man named. But you calling yourself a white man. Africa. That was named by an African. By a white man. So I don't get what your point is. You talk about, oh yeah, I don't want this white name, but where you think fucking the name Africa came from? That's the shit I'm talking about, Shabaka. That shit is nuts. Hold on a second, dude, man. Yeah, it's nuts, Shabaka. I get what you mean. You want to get back to your peoples and all this other crazy, goofy shit. But yo, we gotta be personally honest, Shabaka. That shit is nuts. You trying to go back where your own people kidnapped you and sold you to some other people. Then they sold you to some other people. This is what I'm trying to tell you, Shabaka. Make that make sense, man. Let that make sense. Make that make sense. It just doesn't make sense. This stolen land belongs to the red. No, it doesn't belong to the red man. It belongs to us. Because we were here before them. If you really want to be honest. Why are they finding artifacts of us? Why are we having statues that look like us? Them praising us. This is what I'm asking you. Make that make sense. You want us to leave this country to start over again. Then those people in that country don't even got it on point right now. You want us to start over with a bad hand. After Africa belongs to Africans at home and abroad. Until Africans decide to change its name, it's Africans. The slave trade had more than just Africans selling Africans. America don't belong to us. I didn't ask you that. I was like, yo, Africans was named by white people. Why do you want to call yourself something that was named by white people? After you just said you don't like black Americans or African Americans. You want to be a Pan-African. If you try to, let me tell you something. If you're trying to praise your ancestors, you don't do it with the name that the oppressor gave to you. That's what I'm just trying to say. It just doesn't make sense. Won't you use the name before they named y'all Africans? Do you even know the name before Africans? You should look it up and see. It is an A, though. I'm just being personally honest. It just doesn't make sense. This is why your shit is dying off. Because it doesn't make sense. Like, it really doesn't make sense to call you... Hold on one second. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to call you something that is from another, you know, that a white man gave you. You talk about all this, white that, and white people are doing this, white people doing that. White people got y'all calling yourself Africans. So what are y'all gonna do about that? I want to know what are y'all gonna do about that. Because like I said, that shit don't make no sense. We don't own anything in America. Y'all don't own anything in Africa. Real men own land and resources. What land do blacks in America? We are slaves to America. What do you... But y'all don't own anything in Africa. Yo, Shabaka. Y'all don't own anything in Africa. All the white people own that. All the Chinamen own that. All the Indian men own that. Y'all don't own shit. How the fuck are y'all talking about y'all own y'all country, but y'all pay taxes to Europe? Y'all use the Europe dollar. The Europe currency. So how do y'all own anything? Y'all can't even make y'all own currency. Y'all use the European currency. So you can't make that. You can't say that when Africa's doing the same thing. What do Africans own? They don't own anything. That's why those countries are shitty now, because they don't own anything. Y'all don't even own y'all resources in Africa. That's the crazy part. King Charles owns that. You have to go to a country where King Charles owns that. And then when those white people come, y'all kiss those motherfuckers' feet. That shit is crazy. Yo, that shit is crazy because, like, yo, you try to shit on black Americans, but y'all don't own shit in Africa. Like, let's personally be honest about that. You know? Like, what do y'all own in Africa? Y'all don't even own the fucking animals. And I'm sorry to put in it like that. It's crazy to me how, like, y'all shit on black Americans, but y'all motherfuckers don't own anything in America. I mean, y'all don't own anything in Africa. You know? But, yo, let's get into this video. We watch this video and see what's popping.
Enjoy the creative process instead of racing toward the finish line. Because as a video creator, it's all about the journey. Just drag and drop premium video elements right into your timeline and edit your videos faster than ever. So start your journey with Motion Array and take your videos from good to the best.
Y'all don't own no resources in Africa. No, I ain't joining no fight for y'all. And the reason why, because once y'all get those resources and once shit gets popping, y'all kicking us out. So I'm not doing that. We already know, we already been through this situation with these Africans. They are very tribalistic. We don't get nothing from it. Then they're gonna say, oh yeah, they did it by themselves. I'm totally good with that shit. I'm not joining no fight for no Africans. I'm gonna be personally honest. They don't even like us. Why would I fight for somebody that don't like us?
And all weekend, the celebrations have been going on around the city. Well, News 12's Jordan Cassani is in Prospect Park, where Brooklyn-based organization I Am Caribbean is hosting a double whammy, Juneteenth and Caribbean American Heritage Month
See, look
celebration.
at that. You can't have anything.
Yeah, Caribbean business owners, artists, musicians, and so much more are joining right here at the Prospect Park Boathouse to celebrate their heritage and Juneteenth. It's a cultural celebration for Brooklynites of all ages. I Am Caribbean, in collaboration with the Prospect Park Alliance, have come together for today's Juneteenth and One Love Little Caribbean Day right here in our backyard. We're told that each artist, dancer, musician, and vendor participating in the day's celebration
crazy.
come from Caribbean roots, like Jamaica, Trinidad, and elsewhere.
That's crazy. Yo, black people can't have anything. That's nuts, man. That's so sad. Like, yo, we always have to have our shits always co-opt, man. Shit, people always has to try to take our shit. Always take our credit. Always... Like, this is why I said, like, yo, why would I want to team up with Africans or Caribbeans and they do shit like this? Then when we do it by ourselves, oh, yo, we helped you. And you was a motherfucker. Look at Little Caribbean. It's a Juneteenth.
And Juneteenth. It's a cultural celebration for Brooklynites of all ages. I Am Caribbean, in collaboration with the Prospect Park Alliance, have come together for today's Juneteenth and One Love Little Caribbean Day right here in our backyard. We're told that each artist, dancer, musician, and vendor participating in the day's celebration come from Caribbean roots, like Jamaica, Trinidad, and elsewhere. Nearly 1,000 New Yorkers came out to hit the dance floor, enjoy traditional Caribbean food and drinks today, and shop all sorts of products created by Caribbean American vendors. Our crews caught up with the organizer of today's celebration to chat all things the intersection between Caribbean heritage and this Juneteenth holiday.
It's really about creating that space where we can bring our piece of blackness, of being Caribbean, while sort of overlaying that on Juneteenth. So, and that's a very specific and unique experience. Being black is not one thing, it's not a monolith. And so today we're celebrating Afro-Caribbean culture, but not only Afro-Caribbean because I'm half Indo-Caribbean, so Indo-Caribbean culture, just Caribbean culture, heritage, Brooklyn, Juneteenth, everything. We love it here.
And I Am Caribbean.
This shit is crazy. You see what I mean when I said that? I was like, yo, is this shit being co-opted? We don't know. Yo, Shabaka, you don't own nothing, man. It's all right, though. We still fuck with you. It's just we know you don't own. Y'all niggas don't own nothing. Y'all don't own y'all resources. Yo, why you think Europe is doing, why you think England is doing so good? Because they steal y'all resources. They bully y'all niggas over y'all resources. Nah. Y'all not even worth, y'all ain't even worth two fucking pickle jars. I'm gonna be personally honest. Reason why they want to do citizenship because they owe money. They owe money, man. I ain't fucking with that shit. Yo, Shabaka, they don't want you over there. Once you get over there, they're gonna beat the shit out of you and gonna take that dashiki off of you and talk about, yo, stop trying to look like us. Stop trying to be as us. You are Akatas. That's what they're gonna say. I'm not going over there to no fucking Ghana. And they already sent us over there before. They're just gonna send you back. They're just gonna send you back to America.
Caribbean is hosting events all month long in honor of Caribbean American Heritage Month. You can head to our website at news12.com for more.
That shit
In
is
Prospect Park,
crazy.
Jordan.
That shit is crazy. They just hijacked Black Juneteenth, Black American Independence Day. They just hijacked Black American Independence Day. That was 2 years ago. Now listen to this.
Commentary. You just see your boy was in the building. On to, I'll probably even look it up. Reach out.
By everybody, really.
So HBCU. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I saw.
You know, and then I told her, I said, you know, I can tell you don't really know Black American history. And many of us didn't even want Juneteenth to be a holiday, because a national holiday, because we've been celebrating it since 1866. And the moment it becomes national, it becomes commercialized. And people like that magazine and corporations tend to latch on and benefit the most. And then she doesn't know Black American history, because there were still populations of enslaved people after 1866.
Yeah.
But I know the holiday was Juneteenth, you know, now that I'm thinking about it. However, they have to get it together. They have to know their place. What is so wrong about picking their own holiday and saying, look, this is a day just for us? They didn't fight. What did they fight for in this country, Kenneth?
That's the thing. They didn't fight at all. There's no fighting with them. It's fleeing. It's fleeing. It's fleeing. I did the video of the young lady who was talking about there's 7 different flavors of fleeing. She, just because Trump was running again, she was already talking about places to flee to. Him running, the election wasn't complete. We wasn't even in the election. It wasn't in the month of November. I don't even think it was summertime. And she was talking about fleeing. This is where you can go. You can get a visa. You can be here for 90 days without it. Or you can go here for 60 days without this. And you go, you're like, dang, shawty. You just flee your little heart out. And try to get other people to flee with you. And that's what they know. They know to flee. They don't know fighting. Unless it's fighting us from getting the tangible benefits we need for our group. Which would in turn help some of them, the ones that are riders, the ones that are cool, elevate, which would in turn help the tethers. By proxy. But I digress.
Somebody tell me. Because everything that I see, we did. Our ancestors did.
Facts.
And they just get to come in here. Go ahead.
Now, I was in the live and I was talking, and even when you're screen recording, you cannot. The screen recording is going to record everything, but if you own TikTok and you're talking, it's going to cut off your mic, since the mic, you got the one mic being used for one input. It's not dual. It's not a dual mic where you can use it for the input to talk on here while it's also recording you. So yeah, we going all the parts where I'm talking, we're gonna skip those parts because I don't remember what I said at the time. I know I was cooking, and I can hear like little whispers of what I was saying, but I don't have the actual audio, so that's nothing I can say, nothing I can do to get that to play. So, but yeah, family, we're gonna go through this some more later on in another video. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have your notification bell on. We're gonna be dropping a video very frequently. We're gonna give you guys some shorts. I see some of y'all saw my sons getting their haircuts. It's been at least 2 or 3 months. I try to not to let it get that long. At most a month, just so they can be right. But B1 family, I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace and Black empowerment.
Yeah, see, we can't have nothing at our own. You are letting Tariq she turn you against your own people. We're not turning against Africans. It's just like, yo, We're not turning against our own Africans. We're worrying about ourselves. Everybody gets to worry about themselves except us. Why can't we worry about ourselves now? Why can't we have anything that's us? Why we always have to share shit? Every time y'all get in trouble, we always got a big brother y'all niggas. I'm just being personally honest. We always got a big brother y'all. Y'all always need help from us. It's crazy. First of all, y'all don't want us to have anything. That's one. Two, every time we do something, oh yeah, it was the African ancestors. They were looking down on us, protecting us. Some bullshit like that. Where was they when motherfuckers was fucking us up? Where were them fucking ancestors, them African ancestors when they shot Martin Luther King? Y'all gotta cut that shit out, man. That shit ain't even cool anymore. No motherfucking African ancestors. Y'all just want us to build Africa for y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something about the Japanese. When Japanese got fucking bombed by America, you know what they did? They went to go get the information and all this other shit from America. They sent their best over here to America. And what they did, they brought everything they learned from America, they went back home and built it. They didn't stay. They didn't tether off of black people. They built it theirself. They built it theirself. Resources. Y'all can have the jobs. We don't want to be no gypsy cat, but y'all still have resources. Every accomplishment that we have, y'all want to say, "Oh yeah, we did it." No, we. Y'all talk that French shit. We. No, Black Americans did it. Black Americans fought for people's freedom, not y'all. Y'all ran. That's what y'all did. Y'all ran from y'all country and didn't do shit because y'all was scared. And you left your people there by themselves to suffer. I'm being personally honest. That's what y'all did. Y'all did that bullshit. That's why motherfuckers talk about they don't want to go to Africa. Speaking of your boy Tariq Nasheed, we're gonna watch a video on him.
We're having a Juneteenth celebration at the Hidden History Museum next Saturday, June 17th. June 17th. Next Saturday, June 17th. We're having a celebration that's going to be popping. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com to get your tickets to join us. It's going to be a nice celebration, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, we're talking about Juneteenth. Speaking of Juneteenth, is Juneteenth being co-opted? Is Juneteenth being co-opted, ladies and gentlemen? We've seen a lot of funny style stuff going on with Juneteenth. A lot of funny stuff happening. Have y'all noticed a lot of people are now trying to claim black? A lot of people who weren't before. I saw a clip where, what was his name? What's my boy's name? Godfrey. Shout out to Godfrey, our brother. Godfrey was interviewing some East Indian dude. He's like, I'm black too. Yes, I identify as black. Like, what? Me and my people, we identify as black. Like, nigga, what? No, what the? You got East Indians talking about they black now. Now people, they see a check that might be popping off. So now you got people kind of claim jump now. We got to watch that. We got to watch that. You got all types of people now trying to claim black. You know, now people are trying to claim those black abuelas. People are trying to claim those indigenous people in Asia and all of these other places. So people are now trying to, there's a claim jump thing going on right now. It's a very interesting dynamic because they see, the thing is, we as foundational black Americans, we have now stopped playing this game where we're told all of these other people are exotic and there's some type of intrinsic value in them. And we've started to see the intrinsic value within ourselves. We are starting to center ourselves around our foundational black American culture and put value on it and then exclude. You see, that's where the power comes in. Power comes when you exclude people from certain areas of your culture. See, we've been playing this game where we've been the ultra inclusive people. We're told black people, especially foundational black Americans, we got to be the big melting pot. People only do that melting pot talk when we come around. The inclusive talk is when we come around. You understand? When we are talking about getting something, it's all about including everybody. And as we all know, nobody includes us in shit. We don't get included in anything. We can't be a part of other people's culture and claim it and all that. No, we can't do that. They let us know very quickly that we can't do that. And the thing is, when we center ourselves around Juneteenth, as we should have been doing a long time ago, now we're seeing people try to co-opt that and then tell us that we have to be inclusive about Juneteenth. You understand what I'm saying? And we don't have to be inclusive because Juneteenth is about foundational black American history and freedom. There's a very specific reason why Juneteenth was a thing. And it goes back to our lineage and bloodline as foundational black Americans. That's something that's about us. And that's why people are correct in getting the colors straight, getting the colors right. I had some people do a flyer for me and they put those African colors on it. And I used that as a stand-in because I knew we were getting the other flyer done. So we had that other flyer changed and we made them get the colors right. But every time we talk about Juneteenth, people want to put all of these non-FBA colors in there. We have to be Africanized all the time.
Yep.
And we're saying, no. We're going to focus on this culture here.
That's the issue, man. I feel like we always have to be Africanized too. I do agree with that. The reason why I agree with it is because Africa didn't do shit for us. Africa didn't help us when we was in America. Africa didn't pick a cotton. Africa didn't fight in any war. We fought in the wars. Our ancestors fought in the wars. Our ancestors was the ones revolting. You know? No, Tariq Nasheed didn't do it. Y'all did that. Pan-African did that. When Pan-Africans let them Africans get away with all that bullshit that they were doing, y'all didn't say shit. So now when people... Let me ask y'all something. Why are y'all claiming victim now? What is the problem right now with us, delineating? What are y'all so scared of? Like, I used to think, and I'm going to be personally honest, I used to think, if we all work as a team, we will all be good. We could get shit more done faster. Wrong. Most of y'all cosplayed to being us and worked for the enemy. Y'all worked for white supremacy. It's not even white people. It's the white supremacists. Y'all did that. Pan-Africanism did that. Y'all talk about funding. Don't forget the CIA funded Pan-African movement, actually. Yeah. They did. Back in the 60s, they did. Y'all want us to be Africans, and Africans don't like us. When y'all can fix that, then we can talk. Other than that, nah, I'm good.
And when we say Juneteenth is our thing, we are told, well, we all black, we all supposed to be this and all. Why y'all xenophobic and divisive? Y'all can't be xenophobic and divisive. Oh, that's so divisive and xenophobic. And the thing is, let me tell you something, family, when we touch other people's culture, they are quick to check us. Remember when Michael B. Jordan had that Gervais liquor? He named his liquor Gervais. Remember that? I think I'm pronouncing the name right.
Juve, yep.
And the Trinidadians started talking all of that damn smack and basically shamed him into changing the name, from what I understand. They had a hissy fit. They said, hey, man, Gervais, that's out.
So let me ask you a question. When were we all Africans when this man was making liquor and he was calling it Juve? Where was all the West Indians saying, oh no, he's paying homage? Or at least ask them, oh yo, what are you trying to do with this? You know, can you explain this? None of y'all did that. Don't be fooled. Are you serious? Yeah, I think I'm starting to see that you're a liberal now. We've been surviving without white people. You gotta understand, we built communities without white people. We built successful communities. Martha's Vineyard would not be Martha's Vineyard without black people. So let's get that correct. It would not be Martha's Vineyard without Martha's Vineyard.
Our word. Don't you dare use our word. Our word, Gervais, that ain't got nothing to do with y'all black Americans. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that? Just the name. He wasn't trying to, exploit the culture. He just made a liquor. It was a Caribbean themed liquor, and hey, let me name it Gervais. That's a popular term in Trinidad. And they were like, hell no. Don't y'all touch our stuff. Well, I'm on the same energy too. All right? Okay, fair enough. Fair damn enough. If that's what it is, let's keep it like that all the way across the board. Don't you touch Juneteenth. Let's just keep it funky all the way across the board. Don't you have a Miss Juneteenth celebration or contest, and you're giving Juneteenth money to Tethans. Right?
You hear that?
Right? Let's keep that same energy across the board, because here's the thing, and we talked about that story the other day where the Nigerian woman won that Juneteenth money. Now, think about that for a minute. That whole Juneteenth celebration thing, or that Miss Juneteenth, think about that. Wasn't that weird? That whole thing was weird. A Miss Juneteenth contest. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that some of the white supremacists up there in Milwaukee, they put that together and did that and got a tether to be Miss Juneteenth. I think they did that deliberately as a slight and an insult to us.
Facts.
I really think they did that deliberately, because having a Miss Juneteenth contest, what the hell does that mean? Well, why would you don't have a Miss Memorial Day? You did? That doesn't make sense, a Miss Juneteenth. And they were asking her what Juneteenth meant, and she was talking all of this vague stuff. Well, it means the happiness and togetherness, and no, it don't mean none of that. I don't know what you're talking about. So what was that whole thing about? That made zero sense. Again, I'm thinking that they did it for the sole purpose of being disrespectful. I think they were deliberately trying to be disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to understand, the white supremacists, they understand lineages and bloodlines.
Facts.
They understand it. They understand that our lineage is different, and they understand that we have a different vibe and a different temperament. The white supremacists don't do stuff by happen chance. They do stuff very deliberately, and they know our lineages very, very well. They documented it. That's why certain parts of the country, they were very particular about bringing in black people from certain lineages and bloodlines who had certain skills. You understand? They like to bring in certain black folks who lived in wooded areas because they understood, they knew how to build cabins better than others.
Facts.
Out there in parts of the Carolinas, they knew how to get black people from the rice coast of Africa, and they would purchase them because they knew how to cultivate rice, and they were cultivating rice out there in parts of South Carolina. So they knew who to bring in based on their bloodlines and their lineages. And they knew who not to bring in too. They were like, hey, some of these Negroes don't.
He was a Mac, not a pimp. He was a Mac, not a pimp. And we don't hate nobody. That's the thing. We don't hate nobody. We just worrying about ourselves. You don't want us to worry about ourselves. That's the thing. It's because you know what? Like I said, y'all can't do anything without us. We built communities. We built successful things. We created inventions. We universal inventions. Black Americans are the most. You gotta understand. Black Americans is the most successful black people in the diaspora. What is the object of FBA? It's our lineage. FBA is a lineage.
Don't bring them Negroes from the swamp. If you done caught some swamp niggas, don't bring them down here because they'll turn up. Don't bring them niggas from Angola over here because they'll turn up. They'll start hitting us with that capoeira and start kicking us all in the chin and shit. So we can't have them up here because they did that in Haiti. They had a lot of them Angolan Negroes up there in Haiti. And that's one thing. They were using that damn Angolan capoeira mixed with some Vodun in Haiti, and they turned up on their ass. So the white supremacists are very well aware of the lineages and what comes with that lineage. They understand that. And they knew to go pick that woman, that tether, to parade her around as Miss Juneteenth, because they know that woman ain't going to really stomp for the real meaning of Juneteenth and what it means to us from the lineage of people who were enslaved and what it meant and the importance of it and it being about our freedom. They want to cover that up. There's this whole thing where they want to cover up the whole slavery and the killing fields of these plantations. They want to cover that story up. That's why in Florida they're banning books and things like that. And that's why it's important for us to keep the narrative fresh, to keep the information out there, for us to teach the information, because they are deliberately trying to bury it. So even with Juneteenth, we were asking for reparations for the last couple of years, and they just kind of threw us the Juneteenth bone by making it a national holiday. But they're like, yeah, we'll make it a national holiday, but we're going to do everything we can to co-opt it. So what they'll do, and we've talked about this before, they will either try to Africanize it or they'll LGBTize it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll start mixing it in with some of these LGBT celebrations. Have y'all seen that? Yeah. Have y'all seen that? They're very good at doing that too, and we got to watch out for that, because they'll go from one thing, they'll start talking about Juneteenth. Oh, we're going to have a good old celebration, inclusiveness and diversity and pride. And watch these words. Watch these words. They'll slip these words in. They'll slip a word in there, and then we'll let them get away with that word. They'll start saying pride and dignity and pride and pride and pride. And all of a sudden, your kente cloth turns into a thong.
Oh no! Shabaka, we already tried that with y'all. We tried that with y'all and y'all turned on us. Y'all turned on us. You gotta go talk to the Africans. You gotta go talk to the Caribbeans. You got a job to go do. We're not gonna keep on doing it. I've been told you that, Shabaka. It's time for y'all to do the work. Y'all don't want to do anything. Tariq Ben, let me tell you something. Tariq Ben trying to have y'all try to help us. We try to help Africa. Tariq, you know how much money Tariq Nasheed gave to Africa? He built schools in Africa for y'all. None of y'all Africans was doing that. All the resources y'all got from America, y'all didn't build one motherfucking school. Y'all didn't build nothing for y'all community. Y'all didn't do nothing for y'all tribes. Y'all did nothing to help y'all tribes, but all of a sudden you want black Americans to help y'all now. Y'all are the most laziest motherfuckers of all times. Oh, help me, nigga. I need help. You're African brother. I make you a goosey. Nah, nigga. Y'all niggas need to do that shit yourselves. Y'all was the most laziest motherfuckers ever. But if it was a white man, y'all would have been, oh yeah, fuck these niggas. I help you, white man. Let me kiss your feet. Nah, it's time for y'all niggas to do some work. We did all we had to do, man. This is why we started this delineation shit. We were tired of y'all disrespecting us. We're tired of y'all stealing everything that we create and say it's y'all and it was some African motherfuckers that did it like 3,000 years ago. No, we can't do that no more. It's time for y'all to strap y'all boots up and do some work.
You dig? And then it turns into something else. And the thing is, man, we got to say, hey, this is what the culture is. This is what the history is. We have to stomp down on that. And we got to stop being afraid. Because, see, we think if we start circling around our culture, we're going to offend people. If people are offended by us circling our culture, well, they weren't shit anyway. Because y'all circle your culture. When y'all have Puerto Rican Day parades, Caribbean Day parades, Jamaican Day parades, Haiti Day, Flag Day, hey, we shout you all out. That's perfectly fine. The minute we say, hey, we as foundational black Americans,
Who said begging? See, this is the shit that I'm talking about. You using white supremacy words. Who's this begging shit you talking about? Who's this we shit? Who's begging? Who's this we? This is why I say, yo, we can't fuck with Pan-Africanism. That's why, because of those white supremacy words you have. You talk about we have to unite. We've been trying to unite y'all ever since the 80s. Since the 70s and the 60s. Y'all motherfuckers did not want to unite with us because, yo, you know what? Y'all was here in America. Y'all was working. Y'all was making money and stuff like that. Y'all just started talking shit about us. But now when we want to delineate, we don't want to, oh yeah, let's all do this together. Nah. Because you know what? We tried. We honestly tried. Y'all gave us your ass to kiss. So now you got to do it yourself.
What is that shit? For FBA, we're all brothers. Now we all brothers. Yeah. Don't be divisive and xenophobic. Because there's this thing, people got this sense of entitlement that we are supposed to sacrifice as foundational black Americans our well-being for every damn body. We ain't supposed to get shit. That's the whole narrative. We ain't supposed to get nothing. Everything we do is to sacrifice our well-being for the betterment of others. Damn that. Those days are over. We are getting ours. Yep. We're focusing on what we need to focus on. Damn all that. We're going to get what we're supposed to get, ladies and gentlemen. So as Juneteenth approaches, Juneteenth is next week, we got to stay on our square, keep the focus on what Juneteenth is really about, make sure the colors are right, and make sure they don't Pan-Africanize it, because that's what Juneteenth was not.
Yo, real talk, Rando, I got to give it up to Shabaka. Shabaka's doing his thing. You know? He had me answering a lot of questions. You know, so... Yeah, Shabaka, you doing your thing, player. It's just I'm not falling for the what you call it, the Pan-African shit, you know? He's calling me and Tariq a traitor because we say, yo, y'all got to handle y'all shit yourselves. I've been explaining to him, like, yo, black people been trying to unite everybody together. Even the Latinos and black community, we was trying to unite that shit together. They didn't want to fuck with us. So we were like, all right, cool. Hold your own nuts. Now this motherfucker trying to kick everybody out the country. Oh, help me, nigga. I need your help. Your African brother. Nah, you got to do it yourself now. We can't big brother you.
About nobody going to Africa, none of that stuff, and nobody's denigrating Africa, but it was about us getting our freedom here. And also, we got to understand, we got to get the Civil War story straight too. That's another thing. As foundational Black Americans, don't let the white supremacists think that we were just sitting around helpless, and from the kindness of their heart, they freed us from the evil racist Confederates. There's a lot.
I said that. I just said that. Yep. White supremacy. Yo, white supremacy don't even like white people. That's crazy, though.
Out of the Civil War story that has not been told. I might have to do a whole documentary on that shit, too. We got to get a lot of that stuff straight. A lot of folks don't know the Confederacy at one point, they, like around the last year of the Civil War, they were about to free the enslaved black people. The Confederates were too, because they saw what the North was doing, and the Confederates were about to free black people and arm them at the last minute. And I think they actually passed something to let it go through, because they were getting beat by the North, because the North had got all those brothers. They recruited so many brothers, and the brothers were whooping ass. So the South was like, well, shit, we got to leverage this shit up. So we'll tell the black people in the South, we'll let them be free too. And when they signed this deal, General Lee surrendered already, so the war was over. They lost. But we got to tell the whole story and the whole history and our importance in it. Because this whole thing that, and white supremacists love saying this, y'all got to check them when they say this. Well, you guys got your reparations, man. Thousands of hard-fighting white people died for you to be free. Shut the, man. Y'all better shut that down. This is why you better know some history. Don't let them get away with that bullshit. Don't let them get away with that. We have to shut these folks down with facts. What's up, Juicy Genius? I see you in here, beloved. All right, let me get some folks in here. There's a lot of people in here right now. A lot of people in here. Let's get Metro. I think that's your name. Metro. Can y'all hear music in the background? I got my television on in the background. My baby girl is sitting here watching Coco Melon, and I got it low. That's her shit. You see how quiet she is? You put on that Coco Melon. Well, she's cool. That's her stories right there. So can y'all hear Coco Melon in the back? Y'all might.
Man, y'all motherfuckers been struggling ever since the 60s. I ain't gonna lie. Motherfuckers been putting boot to ass for years. All y'all want to do is fucking preach, sell fucking incense, and eat and spray that fucking Egyptian musk and shit on y'all. We ain't doing that shit. We fighting. We're the real radicals. We disrupted a lot of systems, and Pan-African didn't help.
Might hear a little faint sound of Coco Melon and my daughter in here dancing in her damn crib. But yeah, y'all, if you got kids, y'all know that cocoa melon is the shit. You gotta sit their asses down for hours with that cocoa melon. Matro, what's your name, man? Hop on, Matro, whatever your name is, man. Hop on, homie. Turn your microphone on if you're confused as to what to do. All right. So Matro ain't getting on. All right, let's get C Che. I think that's your name, Che. Let's see. I can't read for shit. Che, I think that's your name. Turn your microphone on. Okay, he got out of here. Okay, let's try it again. And I see T.S. Giselle up there. Oh, Lord. No, not right now. Draymond, you want to get in here, bro? We got a lot of people in here. Draymond, want to hop on?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, man, what's up, man? Yeah, man, this was just all news to me, man. It's kind of sad that it is trying to be co-opted. I actually am African. I'm not FBA, but like I don't want to take away y'all's thing. So like, yeah, it's kind of messy that this thing's happening.
Right. What part of Africa are you from, bro?
I'm from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
But there you go. Yeah, you know what? It's all about just respect. You just respect the culture. You know, when we do something, it's just.
Shabaka, I'm thinking all right. I'm thinking not to fuck with y'all niggas because y'all niggas can't do anything by yourself. Then you come up with this thing talk about y'all need us and shit like that. What type of shit are you on? Talk about we need y'all. And we've been doing this shit by ourselves forever.
It seems like there's a rush for everybody to just kind of co-opt it and anything associated with it. They got a benefit off of it, but we are not allowed to do the same with their culture. Like I couldn't go to the Congo and try to get a scholarship over there in the Congo talking about, hey, I'm black. Y'all would throw some at my ass. You know? So it is what it is. Well, but thank you so much, Dre. I appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
All right. Matro, can you get on now? I'm going to have to there you go.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, brother?
Yeah, I just had a question regarding the term tether.
Yes, go ahead.
Why do you include the Caribbeans and Africans into one group? They're kind of two different groups.
Okay. I don't really put you in one group, but you're black, so I kind of do. I put us all in the same category as, global black people. Is that what you mean?
Well, the way I'm thinking about Caribbeans is I think they're more closer to FBAs than they would be to Africans.
How so?
At least from a lineage point of view. Like even if you were to assume that you guys were native, then the Caribbeans would be native to their islands.
Well, yeah, they claim, a lot of Caribbeans don't actually claim Africa. They don't say I'm African Jamaican or I'm African Haitian. I'm just Haitian. Or they say, well, they're just Trinidadian. They claim that lineage, and that's fine. We're told that we ain't supposed to do that. We're told that we got to claim some African nation that we lived in 500 years ago or 1,000 years ago, and we're saying no, we're foundational Black American. We're native to the United States. Now, what you feel like you're different? Now, what are you? Caribbean or African? What are you?
I'm African. So East
okay,
African.
What part of Africa? From what part? Somalia, Eritrea?
Eritrea.
Okay. So the thing with you guys, y'all don't even think you're like other Africans. A lot of y'all think y'all completely different. A lot of you, when y'all come over here, a lot of East Africans, you guys classify yourselves as white. Do you classify yourself as white?
No, I mean, there's distinctions, of course. It's like there are distinctions with even FBAs and Caribbeans because you kind of all grouped into one category. You're the blacks of the Americas, so to speak, including South America. So in the same.
So you heard that, Shabaka. This is coming from an African. Now let's listen to what he said again.
Completely different. A lot of you, when y'all come over here, a lot of East Africans, you guys classify yourselves as white. Or do you classify yourself as white?
No, I mean, there's distinctions, of course. It's like there are distinctions with even FBAs and Caribbeans because you kind of all grouped into one category. You're the blacks of the Americas, so to speak, including South America. So in the same way, Africa has North Africa, West Africa, South Africa, and then, of course, us East Africans. We're not all one group, but we're all part of that common black group. We just have distinct ethnic backgrounds.
Right. But there's a lot of East Africans who kind of identify with being Arabs to a certain degree, right?
Nah, those are the coons. We don't associate those.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, there's a lot of them. There are a lot of them. But there it is. All right, man. But thank you so much, man. I appreciate you for calling.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks.
All right. Okay, that was Matro. I think that's his name. All right, let's get some more people in here. We're in here heavy. Let's get Robert. Mr. Robert. Let's talk to Robert. Mr. Robert, hop on, sir. Robert, turn your microphone on, sir. Robert, are you here? Waiting on you to unmute yourself. If you're having trouble, just unmute yourself and you can speak. And while we're waiting on Robert to get it together, let's get...
I told you, Shabaka. You got to get your peoples together, man. I told you that. Get your peoples together. You figure something out and we can talk about it. Other than that, man, we ain't trying to hear the scam.
Let's get Nat Turner's Bible in here while we're waiting on Robert. Nat Turner's Bible, what's up, man? Nat Turner's Bible, turn your microphone on.
All right, there it is. I got you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hello? Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
All right. All right, cool. Brother. All right. No, I just wanted to point something out really quick with the Miss Juneteenth thing. And I want to walk you from history to on to the present, but I'll be very brief with it. Get the image in your mind about how they used to dress little boys on the plantations in them little raggedy dresses. And then get the image in your mind about how some of them do the little adopted kids that they adopt, how they got them in rags. And then if you look at the girl, not coming down on her or throwing shade or nothing like that, but she looks like an adult version of the two that I just mentioned, man. And so that makes me think that it was something else going on with that. That whole thing looked off to me, man. And I just wanted to point that out. I thought I was tripping. I know I'm not the only one who saw that, man.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, and I mentioned, she had like a little thrift store dress. And not to denigrate, I'm not denigrating anybody. If some people might not have it. If you got to wear thrift store clothes, I mean that's what it is. You're not a bad person. I'm not denigrating anybody, but a lot of people, when we see black folks who are brought over here by white families, those are the kind of clothes they usually wear. She dressed like a black person who was raised by white people. Y'all know what I'm talking about? There's a certain swag that you can tell. Now, even like African families, there's a certain swag you can tell. You can tell a kid who's raised by African parents. He'll come to school in a 3-piece suit, and you dig. He'll have on a leisure suit, and you can tell. You can tell a woman who was raised by African family. She comes to school. She's in the 5th grade. She has a Tina Turner wig on, so you can tell. Okay, she has African parents, but the kids who are raised by white people, there's a different swag. The hair is kind of weird.
That shit caught me off guard. This motherfucker said, yo, she goes to school, yo, she got a Tina Turner wig. Hey, yo, Shabaka, these are just jokes, man. He's just trying to lighten everybody up. So don't take it too serious, all right? You black, man. You know we be joking around, man. So don't start that
Raised
bullshit.
by African family. She comes to school. She's in the 5th grade. She has a Tina Turner wig on, so you can tell. Okay, she has African parents. But the kids who are raised by white people, there's a different swag. The hair is kind of weird, and they have these weird old ass, almost plantation looking clothes to a certain degree. I've seen this many times. Some black kids from Africa somewhere, the Caribbean, adopted by white people, and the white people dress them like they're in the 1800s or something, and they treat them like plantation pickaninnies. It's a real weird vibe. So yeah, that's a very interesting observation about old girl. And again, I don't say that to denigrate at all. I'm not saying that to denigrate. It's just we know how these white supremacists are when they get with black people, and then they'll elevate a black person and prop them up. Whenever they start propping up black people, especially for something like Juneteenth, you didn't screen that person. That person has been screened before. Let's get Day. I think that's your name.
Day Zero.
Day Zero. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing? We were just you guys were just talking about African American clothes and how I was raised by white people, as you can probably tell by the sound of my voice. I was adopted by white people. My entire family's white. I'm the only black person in my entire family, aside from my younger sister, who's also adopted.
All right,
But
let's see what my man said. Hold on. Africans in America are just born here. We are no better than our. Yo, you still calling yourself African and that was named by white folks? Yo, you're wilding out. Blackness is African. Tina Turner was a beautiful African. Tina Turner was a fucking feminist too. You know that, right? Tina Turner was a fucking feminist. She didn't like men. She lied and told people that Ike was beating up on her and stuff. And there's stories about Tina Turner busting this motherfucker in the head with a champagne bottle in front of his friends. So you could do that Tina Turner bullshit somewhere else. I'm gonna say this truth about Tina. Tina Turner was a bitch. I'm gonna be personally honest. She was a bitch.
Now hold on. Let's slow down. Where's your biological family?
Since I was adopted and my adoption was closed, I was never able to actually track down my biological family. That's kind of something I've been working on, but it's one of those things that kind of leads to nowhere.
You go to Ancestry.com, man. Ancestry.com, they got DNA and all that stuff. Man, we done found adopted, some of our relatives that were adopted or given up for adoption, and we done found them. And they got a lot of useful tools there. Now, is your biological family, do you know if they were from the United States or were they
Yes,
foreign or what?
they were from the United States. I know that my mother was from Detroit. I was born and raised. Well, at least I was born and I was raised in Detroit. But my adopted parents, they grew up in Detroit. They grew up during the Detroit riots and things like that. And
now, are you biracial? Were you biologically biracial?
I believe so. I mean, I'm not a dark skinned brother, as you can tell by my profile picture. I'm not a
Yeah, I'm
dark
looking
skinned
at
brother.
you. So most likely you had a white mother. You probably had a white.
Well, my mother I know was black.
Oh, she was black.
Yes, and she, as far as I know from what my adopted mother tells me, that she was Haitian.
Oh shit. Okay.
But my adopted parents, they always they exposed me to a lot of things that were, from experiences that I had. Other people who were adopted or other black people who were adopted were trying to treat them like, oh well, we're going to raise you as one of us, as kind of, you know what I'm saying, like, we're going to raise you like your white folk. We're not
Right.
going to treat you any different.
And the sister, hold on, and the sister is that's your biological sister?
No, she was adopted too. She's actually Afro Caribbean.
Right. Yeah, because look, we foundational Black Americans, we don't really give our kids up for adoption like that. You know, that's something we don't really do. Somebody in the family is going to take care of the kids. You know, that's our thing.
Right.
A lot of white women who have biracial kids, they'll give them up, or some of these the tether parents or whatever. But now your adopted family, what was their vibe?
My dad he's a 80% Cherokee Native American.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I was adopted in Michigan, and the time of my adoption, I was one of the first, one of the few black children that was adopted by a white family. And I remember going through the court systems, and we had a black social worker who was trying to place me with a black family, which I can understand. And her argument was, oh, well, we can raise them, your adopted parents, they're not going to be able to raise you in the culture.
No,
they're dead. They're dead. When you're a revolutionist, you're gonna die. Prepare to die if you're a revolutionary.
What year are we talking? What year is this?
This is 1984.
Okay, the 80s. Okay.
Yes.
What part of Detroit did you grow up on? What side?
East side.
Okay. Did you go to Kettering?
No, I went to. Well, by the time I went to school, they moved me out to the suburbs. And in fact, when I was going to school, I was the only black person in the entire district up until like the 5th grade.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so, they were trying to. The social worker was trying to tell my parents, oh well, you can't raise them in black culture. Well, my dad, my adoptive father, he's like, well, I'm Native American, and we were told the same things. Like, we were put up through adoption with these white families and things like that, and we were told the same things. And they were trying to raise us into that white culture. And so I have that similar. I'm not saying I have the same experience as a black child, but I have a similar experience of being raised up in this white culture. That's not what I was born, or what I should have been born into. And so I have that affinity for a lot of people. Well, at least my parents, because they never made me think like, oh, we adopted you because we want to raise you in a white culture or anything like that. Like, I feel like they adopted me because we really want the best for you, and we want to allow you to experience life, to expose you to this type of culture, and to let you know that, yeah, there's definitely bad people out there. There's definitely cultures out there that, you're a part of a system that's not going to respect you.
Right.
But you have to build up that tough skin and find your own truths.
Now, what's the relationship with your adoptive parents now? How are you good? Are you guys good now?
We've always been good. Like I say, my parents grew up through the riots. My mother used to tell me stories like, oh yeah, we were like, first off, my mother always hung with black folks. Like, that's what the thing was. But she's like, yeah, I remember going to school, and during the Detroit riots, I was chased home from school by black kids. I was chased home from school by white kids because I was associating with black kids.
Yeah.
And she was always that type of person who's like, I just prefer to be with I feel safer in the company of black people.
Right.
And so she was always on the side of black people. So I never really looked at her as like, she was kind of like an inspiration to me. Like, yeah, I feel more comfortable with black people, so I want you to associate with black people. But at the same time, I'm the.
But you gotta look at it, Shabaka. Yo, Tariq Nasheed does not have y'all fighting us. We don't have no reason to fight y'all. We're just trying to we're trying to get reparation on and popping, and here come y'all with y'all disparaging. Oh, y'all ain't gonna get it. Y'all ain't gonna get it. But y'all want us to help y'all. That's crazy.
One who's there to take care of you.
Right. That's an interesting story, man. That's a very interesting upbringing, man. Heavy. Are you married? Got kids now?
Yes, I'm married. My wife is. It's kind of one of those things like, attracted to your culture and your people, or are you attracted to what you grew up with? Because I'm married to a white woman, and we have biracial kids. And
Right.
it's like I never looked at it as like all black and white. I looked at it as like, yeah, I was just raised up and I was surrounded by white people, so that's kind of what my natural attraction was. I'm sure if I was raised around mostly black people, that'd probably be my attraction. Not that I'm not attracted to black women. I think they're some of the most beautiful people on earth.
Right.
But, that's kind of what I grew up with. So that's kind of what I'm naturally attracted to. So, yes, I'm married. I have 3 kids, and I try to, I expose, my oldest is 13 years old. I expose her to channels like yours and various other channels. I'm not going to put any names out there, but various other channels of FBAs and everything like that. And I always tell her, like, foundational Black Americans are Black Americans who were brought here from various regions of Africa, and they built this country, and you're part of that heritage. You may not be full part of that, but you are Black, and you're always going to be treated as Black, no matter how light your skin is. As far as they're concerned, you're dark enough to be considered one of them. So you always got to be ready but you always got to respect the people who built this country, and that's how I try to teach my children.
There you go, my man. Well, Day, I appreciate you, man. Good talk, man. Real good talk, brother. Thank you so much. Interesting story. That's very interesting.
That was actually a good one. I'm debating. Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna land right here, everyone. We almost did 4 hours, 3.5 hours right now. Like I said, I think they're trying to hijack Juneteenth. I think Juneteenth. Like, I understand if it's a Like, I understand if it's you were making it commercial and stuff, but people aren't gonna buy it because it's something about blacks. Mostly black people will buy it. But I think, you know what, Black Americans should fight for Juneteenth. I think Black Americans could be like, oh, yo, don't fuck with our Juneteenth. You're misinformation, culturally inappropriate. I mean, you're being a culture vulture. These people are being culture vultures. Misappropriating it and appropriating it, yeah. They're being a culture vulture. And I think, you know what? I'm glad we are calling it out. I'm glad, we are getting upset about it. Like, yo, what are y'all doing? Because if it was anybody else's culture, we would have a problem. But as FBA still fight for it, I understand why you are. I understand why you're mad, so definitely do it. But I'm going to give my shout-outs. Nick Machiavelli, Kwame, Shabaka, Rando. What's my other man's who was new? Napa Calypso. Iconic S. Like, salute to all of y'all. This was a great show. I know it was low key and it was late, and I apologize for it, but I'm thank y'all for even watching. But y'all take care. We'll